Hello and welcome everyone to our Into the Mist one-shot. I'm Jason Azevedo from RealmSmith. I have some incredible people here with me. For those of you at home, we are streaming on youtube.com/RealmSmith, as well as twitch.tv/6sidesofgaming. We've been here at Gamehole since Thursday.
Flyhole.
Flyhole. There's a lot of flies, but not tonight.
No, we got rid of them.
We've solved it before the RealmSmith stream. Which is perfect timing.
They're showing respect.
Yeah, exactly. What we're going to do real quick, you have some announcements,
Yeah.
right?
Hey, Six-Siders, if you're watching, make sure you check out RealmSmith TV. And we've also got a whole bunch of stuff in our socials plastered for all these wonderful people. So please go follow and like and all the stuff, all their socials. They're all amazing people. And we are definitely the squires in a room full of knights. So show them respect. We do have a giveaway on Six Sides of Gaming for those of you on the RealmSmith side. Norse Foundry has sponsored Six Sides tonight, giving us this beautiful set of low-key dice, I believe they're called. And they are given away tonight. And the way you enter this, we'll probably announce it later on too, but the way you enter and get into this is come over to our channel and then go back. Don't stay. Come over to the channel briefly, take a look at it. There's a highlighted message there you can highlight, and that are Enter the Giveaway, it's called. And that voice you heard is our tech guy in the background who will be monitoring and collecting your information. Then we will do a draw at the end, and whoever wins this dice, you'll contact us, tell us where you live, and we'll get those dice to you someday.
Someday. Perfect. Awesome. Someday
There's
in
a
the
few
future,
jokes
not
about a
sure
couple
when.
things that are still getting out on the queue.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, so what we're going to do is go around the table. If you can introduce who you are as players, and then you will introduce who you are as characters once we have started. We will start with Elisa, and then we will go this way.
Hey everybody, I'm Elisa Teague. I am senior producer of role-playing games at Renegade Game Studios, and I am a game designer, author, and now producer. I don't ever know how long I'm supposed to talk about these things, so I will.
As much as
just
you'd like.
keep
This is
going.
Not a
fascinating.
keep going.
I'll talk forever. Currently, I'm working on the Transformers, G.I. Joe, and Power Rangers role-playing games with Milo Pony followed up with that. And then I also manage the World of Darkness 5th Edition branded content. We just announced a few days ago that Hunter 5th Edition is coming out early next year. And I'm sorry, no, late next year. Oh gosh, I'm already messing this up.
It's good. You're so good.
But you can get all brand new Vampire 5th Edition books from us as well, including Sabbat the Black Hand, which will be in stores next week. And you can pre-order Second Inquisition, which is coming early next year. I'm done.
Amazing.
You notice how
Amazing.
we always switch to like quarter something, early or late? You never give a month or a date anymore because
Yeah.
no one
Right
ever hits
now,
the damn
right now you
deadlines
can't.
ever.
There's
Even a
there's
year
a
seems too
crisis
specific.
happening around the world.
Between 22 and 23.
During your
Yeah.
lifetime,
Yeah.
you will be doing the
You'll get it
following.
Yeah.
when you get it.
I'll take a note from Jason. Like, you'll get it eventually.
Yeah,
No,
someday.
it's coming. It's coming.
Yeah.
One day.
One day.
Bill.
Someday.
Am I up?
Yeah, you are.
Hi, everybody. I'm Bill Rehor. I'm honored to be here, and I am one of the founders of Beetle and Grimm's. We are licensees of Wizards of the Coast and Paizo and lots of other cool people, and we make lots of cool stuff for role-playing games. And come see us at beetleandgrims.com. And if you want to play a drinking game tonight, take a shot every time I accidentally knock this microphone off my head.
Does that include us? Because that might
Yeah,
be
absolutely.
All right, we need someone to go get us a bunch of vodka, please.
Yeah. And of course, Beetle and Grimm is one of the main title sponsors on Into the Mist on a weekly basis. So thank you so much, Bill and Matt and all you wonderful people over there.
It's our privilege.
It's awesome, and we use the boxes and the stuff in the boxes on a weekly basis, and it's just incredible. So thank you very much.
Hi, everyone. I'm Tommy. I am from Six Sides of Gaming, which is a fairly new streaming setup in Canada, Ontario. And we have a studio there where we play a lot of Dungeons & Dragons and stream Magic the Gathering and a bunch of board games and stuff. I'm also one of the founders of Lynnvander Studios, who's a board game design studio. We've produced a bunch of really fun and interesting titles, such as like Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Evil Dead 2 and stuff. And we've got a lot of cool product on the way in the board game world, and including some 5th edition supplemental stuff that we've been playing all weekend here at Gamehole Con with this lovely man here. And we got a book coming out in the future, and we'll talk about that some other day, someday.
No,
Someday.
Well, no, let's talk about it
Someday.
right now, real quick, because you're playing a character from that.
Yes.
Or a class from
so the book's previous is called Legacy of Mana. It is all about manipulating mana in an interesting new way. We have an additional shell that kind of encompasses the weave called the Veil. And the Veil is a chronomancy, it's a time shell. So some of our characters and a lot of our manipulations, 5th edition mechanics adjacent that we develop are all manipulating chronomancy, manipulating the Veil in time magic. So I am playing in part 2 level 3 split called a Paladin Oath of the Ages and a Bard College of Time. They are our Chronomancy Bard and a Chronomancy Paladin, in short, and we can do pretty weird and wonky mechanics, which hopefully we'll get a chance to express tonight and see how...
if you live long enough.
If I live long enough, yes.
Ravenloft.
So it's check it out. We're also streaming tomorrow. We're playing tomorrow on Legacy of Mana with Jameson Stone, and you get a chance to see us express some of those mechanics in game in our home setting. So
Awesome.
yeah.
Hi, I'm Dustin Fletcher. I'm one of the co-DMs of D4. We are local show. Also, wonderful folks at Beetle and Grimm. So more love over as well. I'm also the GM for Day of Destiny, the official Power Rangers RPG actual play.
Dun, 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 dun.
That's me.
Yeah, and
This
you guys
group is borderline incestuous.
Well, I was just going to say.
We haven't worked together yet.
We
so
haven't
we'll
worked
hook that
together
up.
yet, and I don't believe you sponsored our channel.
Okay, all right.
yeah. So not
Bring it
fully.
on. Give me your info. Let's go.
Yeah, we'll work
All
that
right.
out.
10 o'clock tonight.
Here we go.
We'll be in.
Here we go.
All right. Without further ado, let us venture into the mists. Loholt,
Oh, me first.
you first.
All right, here we go.
Previously, actually earlier today, you
Yeah.
played in a session in your own world. And at the end of that session, something very interesting happened to you. If you can describe what happened to you at that time, and
So
we'll take it from there.
Me and a very handsome bard.
Yeah.
We ended up, a bunch of us had to solve the mystery of these creatures that were coming out and ravaging and trying to hurt an orphanage. And we found that at the very end, the only way to solve this would be to enter into what's called the Nightmare Realm in our world. And the Nightmare Realm is a subsection of the Veil. It's one of the ways you can get there through dreams. And we knew that we had to go in and close this fissure of the Veil to prevent more demonic forces from arriving in the world. And this creature that we became friends with had said that one person must stay behind in the Veil to close the fissure. And as I went to do so, this mist started to surround. And it was not so foreign to me because weird things like this happen all the time in Amaria, my homeland. And yet the mists tended to come around. It's so thick that I couldn't even find the creature that was guiding me through. And yet I just pressed on by making my sword glow of light to give me some direction. And then I don't know what happens next.
Well, what happens next is as you stand, the mists start to disperse. Your vision clears to reveal bleakness in every direction.
Yeah.
You stand in the center of what once was a small town, but some powerful force has leveled it almost beyond recognition. Every structure has been flattened as if trampled by 1,000 beasts. The ruins are eerily still, with no signs of life anywhere. On the horizon, a column of black smoke rises from behind a hill about a mile east. It's been a long weekend so far, and it's only the beginning. Beyond that, at the edge of your vision, you make out what appears to be a large walled city. You are in a place you don't recognize. What do you do?
Well, the first thing I would do is, it's bleak, being a paladin that I am, I will do the divine sense. Sense for fiends
Yes.
and or outsiders,
Yes.
undead.
Yes.
What do I get?
What's the radius on that is 60 feet?
Yes, I believe.
Yes. Is it 60 feet?
It's 60
It is 60 feet.
feet.
Nothing in the immediate.
Well, my sword is glow.
Radius.
I use the light cantrip, so my sword is glowing. So I'm a beacon at the moment. So I will use it to guide me as I walk toward the wall.
Okay.
Looking around to make sure that I'm not stuck in some alternate dimension. I don't know. I make my way toward the wall. Do I see anyone? Anyone
Yeah.
approach?
So
Hello.
as you start to walk, Rynn, you've spent a little bit of time in Falkovnia.
Okay.
And mere hours, waking, not remembering where you came from, not understanding why you're here. There's fleeting memories that almost feel like visions, but you're not quite sure what brought you to this place. Your brain, your mind, your whole essence is filled in confusion. As you walk down the road, what does he see?
So you see a humanoid, roughly 6 feet tall, elven features, but clad in whites and blacks, leathers with patches of fur around the eye, like gray and black fur. You can see, like, kind of as he like stretches, you can see that there are fanged teeth, both upper and lower, and the eye where the fur is like red and yellow, and you can see like patches of fur on the arm, and you can, like, as he like is looking, kind of like pulling himself up, you can see a tail like swaying back and forth.
In the mission, we were fighting things that look like this. Oh shit.
And yeah, he's like very, very dazed and like almost like rubbing his like bridge of his nose, trying to like get a sense of what's going on. It's got a rapier and like equipment and a backpack, so looks to be a traveler of some sort, but definitely just has like, even just your passive insight would pick up just the air of just uncertainty about him. And there's definitely a little bit of like hesitation as he sees this glowing beacon of light approaching.
And I don't sense any of the things from him.
Reborn is. I don't think it's technically
ping's
undead.
undead, but let me double check that. I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think they're technically undead.
No, creature type's humanoid.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't ping anything from them.
No.
anyway. So I will, knowing that I just came from a pretty hefty battle. You can still see some dried blood from my chain from the last time I endured a battle with things that look similar to you. I will stand at a distance and reach out my hand, and my eyes are milky white. They will kind of radiate a bit of the light from my sword, and I will just lean back and say, "What are your intentions?"
You watch as he like. Depends on what your intentions are.
Well, I have no intentions to harm you, if that is what your intentions are.
I'd say we're at a pretty good impasse then, because I'm kind of in the same boat you are. Randomly on the side of this road, next to a city that I don't recognize.
So you, too, do not know where we are.
I guess so.
Do you do insights on players, or we just sort of like assume that we can make our insights based on
You
role
can
playing?
assume that you make your insights, unless you're,
No,
Yeah.
I would,
Yeah.
for the sake of stream, I would not.
I mean, oftentimes what I will do is I'll allow you to make an insight roll if you want, and then I'll have Dustin tell you what he thinks you should know based on that insight. But
Okay, so
you
in this
can
case,
work
we're getting the attention from each other that we're not actually. Okay.
yeah, I would say that you're getting the attention
Okay.
here for the sake of brevity.
Are you from this place?
Well, what place is this?
Are you familiar with the Vale? The Nightmare Realm? Where are you from? Let's start there.
Yeah, I'm. Yeah.
I'll lower the sword so
Yeah.
it's not as so threatening.
Around.
Around doesn't solve where we are. If you tell me where you're from, we might be able to figure out how we got through to here, and even where here is.
I don't.
Where was your home?
Yeah, I must have had a lot to drink last night, 'cause. Yeah, it's all fuzzy.
Very well. Where were you going?
That way, and just points to the city.
Do we see
It's
the city?
walled.
We see, like,
you
we see lights and
so you
stuff?
see a walled city to the east, and then you also see that there's a hill with the column of smoke quite a ways from the city, between you and the walled city.
Well, don't let me get in your way, friend. They call me Loholt.
Rynn,
Rynn, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Guildmaster of the Guild of Thorns.
The Guild of Thorns. I don't believe I have been acquainted with that guild before. Have you dealt with the Diamond Skull?
I don't. No, I don't think. It doesn't sound familiar.
Well, as a guildmate, I'd appreciate if you did not take anything of mine that doesn't belong to you.
Don't plan on it.
I point toward the city. I'll take the glowy sword out. Does this bother you?
No.
Very well
I mean,
then.
It's a beacon of, hey, look at us, and if anything, not so. Yeah, whatever.
I'm not afraid of anything that will come out and get us.
Just take a couple steps back and let him.
It's funny. I take a few steps back to let him go forward.
Yeah.
After you,
Yeah.
good friend.
No,
Yeah.
by all means.
2 hours
Yeah.
later.
Stay tuned next week for After You.
for
We're
more
having a
traveling
Canadian.
along
I'm
the
a
road.
Canadian, so we're having
Yeah.
a Canadian traffic
Yeah.
jam right now. No,
Yeah, welcome
after
to
you.
Canada.
No,
Yeah.
after you. All right, fine.
Yeah.
I will walk forward,
Yeah.
and I will just.
As you begin to walk forward, Seydra, you're familiar with the Droud realms, having spent some time now in Barovia, originally from Waterdeep. And you could have sworn just a moment ago you were in Barovia. The mists have done it again, and you are now in a new place. On the edge of what appears to be a field, as a bright blue beacon kind of like illuminates on a distant road, probably about, I'd say, 100 feet out from where you are. It doesn't appear that they've seen you yet or notice that you're there, but now you are. If I can get perception checks from you guys.
Deal.
And then I'll give you a
Do,
moment to do
do,
what you want to
do.
do, Seydra, and then let me know. 13.
My perception was a massive fail, but my passive is 14. So I'm just.
Okay, as you go through. What do you do?
I'm seeing this bright blue beacon. I'm assuming
It's this sword.
it's a sword.
Yeah.
I'm very taken aback by where I am because just a moment ago I was with my own party and my cousin, who I have sworn an oath to protect, and now she is gone. So I'm visibly distressed, searching around, and when I see the blue shining light across the field, I immediately pull out my hands and like 2 crossbows directly towards the beacon because can I see how far away are they?
They're about 100 feet.
Oh, 100 feet. And I see some furry looking creature right there
and,
too.
and there's some rolling hills. I mean, it's a bit of a field, and so in between some long grass. I mean, you weren't there before as they were looking in that direction, and now you're there.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
and
have-
haven't had
mostly human, like mostly elven features, but like patches of fur. Like it's not mostly fur.
I have
it's mostly
just
skin.
recently come off of a stint of fighting werewolves.
Yeah, no, it's fair. Yeah, no, I
And
know. It's
so
good.
when I see, I will move if I see the sword and the cloak, and that looks pretty noble to me. I will move the crossbows this way, and I won't shoot, but I will approach. Now, I am very, very tiny. I am a ghostwise halfling, so through the grass, like you can see, just like my little black hair bobbing up and down. So you probably don't see that I have crossbows fixed on you, but I will walk slowly towards you, but very serious.
Right. And immediately you sense it out of your periphery that there is a creature approaching.
And I'll even like turning and not even realizing it. The like rapier that is on my hip will like dematerialize and materialize in my hand, almost like through shadows. And there's like a moment of like looks down at it, but as he like kind of moves like quickly towards whatever he catches out of his peripheral, and he sees the halfling and just kind of like stops and just looks, kind of again just inside that natural insight, the passive insight, just kind of picking up on this threat and just kind of like, what was your name again? Sorry.
Loholt.
Loholt.
But I'm unless you tell me otherwise, I'm gonna keep walking because I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah. But
Yep.
I'll yeah.
So you did notice.
I noticed
movement
this as well?
in the long grass to your right. Yeah.
Sort of will aim
kinda to
the light
the
toward. I'll keep it nonchalant and just turn.
Yeah, but I would have said
To look.
Loholt to the
Does the mist and everything in this area look like the same mist that I'm used to? Like, do I feel like I'm in a different?
Give me an insight check.
You got it. 19.
It feels similar.
Okay.
And you do see, even in there are patches of mist, and I mean, it isn't the walls of Barovian mist, but the way that it moves over the hills and through the grass, every once in a while you will see a tendril come up, almost look like a hand, and come back down. There's no mistaking that you are in a dread realm for you. You feel it to your bones.
Okay, but I know that I'm not where I was.
Yes,
so-
absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, you know Barovia fairly well, as it is not vast, and this is not it. Even the sky, like the makeup of this place is it's almost like burnt tones.
Well, I will steadily. I don't want to be alone here. That's for sure. So I will steadily approach, but
Do we
with
see-
trepidation.
Do we see what you look like? Did you pop out through the
Yeah.
grass?
So what do they see? Yeah. So they see.
You see basically this.
Yes.
Short and
Like
stout.
2.5 feet, like
Yeah.
really short.
Very short.
Wow.
And black hair with like flecks of red through it.
With the crossbows trained.
Crossbows trained directly on what I think, until he becomes much further in my sight, could be some sort of lycanthrope of some sort. I trust this type of vision.
Do you sense danger from him?
Am I close enough for you? Are you talking to me now?
Yeah. All right, are we close enough?
Yeah.
No.
Do you sense danger from him?
What are you?
Alive?
He doesn't seem to remember.
But what are you? And I point to your tail.
I honestly don't know.
We just met as well. I don't sense anything from him that would be considered dangerous, and his intentions seem clear.
You just
Confusion.
met,
Yes.
but you're traveling together?
Well, we're heading to the town together.
What town? Where are we?
I don't know.
So as you start to look around, you see the same thing in the distance. It's all sort of starting to make sense as you look out to the east, and you see this large walled town about 2 miles from where you are. And in between, again, there's a large hill and there's a column of smoke that heads up to the east on the road.
I don't know where I am either.
Where are you from?
Well, I've been living, unfortunately, for some time in Barovia, which
Barovia.
looks similar but different to this. This mist. This is the type of mist that has trapped me there for too long.
I've never heard of this Barovia.
Neither have I. But this mist is an interesting new phenomenon.
It is a place of vampires and werewolves, and I'll point at your tail again.
I take a step away, glow the sword a little hotter.
I don't.
Just because you're confused doesn't mean you won't remember the ill intent of your previous form. Forgive us if we're a little bit trepidatious.
I don't think I'm a lichen. But I don't know.
I can't sense anything from him.
I honestly don't. Do you have a dagger or something?
Oh, I have a dagger.
And I'll take it and I'll carve into my flesh. And it's
That's rather suspicious.
Yeah.
and if it just to see if it'll do anything, and as I do, I'll take a point of damage.
Yeah.
And it bleeds.
And as you try to recall things, I mean, again, your memory's fleeting, and you see flashes of memories, flashes of moments in your past life. That kind of, sometimes it's a word, sometimes it's a smell that kind of triggers it, but it's out of your control.
And yeah, and so he'll actually, as he does it, he'll say, if I was lycanthropy, only silver or magic would be able to pierce my flesh, and I'll say it in halfling. And I don't realize
You say it in halfling?
I say it in halfling. Yep. And
Alright,
but I don't realize that I start talking and I'm saying it in halfling though.
I don't understand it. But being a bard of many travels, is there a check I can make to understand what language they're speaking?
It would be a history check with disadvantage.
With this, then I will not roll my second die, because the first one will pretty much guarantee I will not get. Actually, hold on, that was 15. So 15. I forgot how high the roll was.
Yeah. I'd say you recognize that it's halfling. You've heard
Okay.
halfling
I won't
speak. It's
take- I
pretty
won't take
common
offense to it then.
Yeah, common language.
And then he'll not after he says it, like there's a beat, and he'll just be like, "Oh,
No offense taken.
what?"
In your head, you hear me, but my mouth does not move.
Okay.
How do you know halfling?
Like, I didn't know I did. until right now.
And you just speak that out loud back to me.
Yeah. So you just hear me say that.
At that point, I'm just going to divine sense again, just because I don't know who she is.
Yeah.
So I'll blow the second one.
Yeah.
Do I sense any celestial fiend, undead, outsider? What do I get from you?
You don't.
Okay, that's fine. I'll just be doing it very nonchalant.
I mean, I'm creepy, but that's about it.
Yeah, creep factor.
That's fine.
You creep sense
I'm okay. Creep sense is
through
fine.
the roof.
So none of us know how we got here, except you say that the mists trapped us here.
The mist trapped me there. I hope the mist isn't going to trap me here. I need to get back to my cousin.
How do we leave this place then?
If I knew how to get out of the mists, I would have been home a long time ago.
Your original home, Barovia?
No, Waterdeep.
I've not heard of Waterdeep either.
You've not heard of Waterdeep?
No.
It's one of the largest
Some-
cities in Faerun.
It's on the Sword Coast.
I'm sorry. Faerun? Sword Coast? I'm going to make a history check. I know it's going to be benign, but I'll make a history check anyway just for the sake of... Okay, so it's a very good history check, which means that I wouldn't know. 24.
Yeah.
What continent does it belong to?
How does he not know?
You know from your time that you spent in Barovia that the mists bring in people from all planes of existence, and multiple planes, multiple worlds.
But I've never met one, I don't think.
Yeah, possibly not.
Do you know about the veil? Do you manipulate time?
No, but it sounds awesome. My mother used to tell me bedtime stories about those who could manipulate time.
No, but no. I'm just really lucky, or unlucky, depending. Two sides to every coin.
I sense that this is some sort of demi-plane, some sort of place and existence. We call it the nightmare. And right now I'm beginning to think that it is one. Except for that.
I'm pretty sure Demi-Plane's over there. But
Ah, yes. I may or may not have made that plug for a reason. But I appreciate your candor, sir. There are 6 sides to these demi-planes. Let me tell you about them. First one is RealmSmith.
Yeah.
Secondly is Gamehole.
Yeah.
Actoroke takes the third. No, okay. So,
Yeah.
all right. And I digress. Are you heading to the city? Whatever this place may be, it might provide answers as to where we are and where we came from.
I wasn't planning on heading anywhere, but the city sounds like the right place to be. I certainly don't want to be out in the wilds.
yeah, what's your name? Who are you?
I'm Seydra.
Pleasure to meet you, Seydra. I'll bring the sword down to a non-threatening stance again.
Yeah.
I am Loholt Lynnvander.
And you?
Rynn,
Rynn.
Guildmaster of the Guild of Thorns.
You should put that away.
Why?
It attracts attention.
That's what I said.
Attention coming to our cause will give us answers. What do we have to fear in a place we do not know?
A lot.
Vampires?
Can I see without the light? Like, it's not that dark?
Yeah. And so as you say that, again, as you look around, it looks like everything surrounding this walled city, which again is miles and miles away, is ruins. Almost like it's a bastion amongst a wasteland. And you notice that as you look up into the sky, that the sun is casting this red kind of glow across the sky.
I've never
And
seen this before.
And it's about a hour or so in most worlds from setting.
But there is sun.
There is sun.
This is, I mean, I will look at the sun and smile.
Yes.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
It's a dark
The
sun.
warmth on your face
Yeah,
feels great.
that's pretty nice.
It's a different world. All right, so then I will dispel the light and bring the sword down. I appear to be the foreign one. You two tend to know where you come from. For someone who could not remember where they're from, you seem to have recognized the names that she spoke, this Waterdeep.
I don't. It does not sound familiar, and I don't know why I said what I said. I don't like.
Does he have amnesia?
Yes,
Yeah.
I would believe so. Whether his intentions are pure or rot.
Jog his memory.
We'll only find out. Yes. Hold on a second. This will only hurt for a minute. No.
It'll be fine.
There are people on my world that can reach into your thoughts and read your mind. I cannot do such things. But I could attempt. Nothing. I'm not that level yet. I will turn and begin to walk toward the city.
Right.
Come with me if you wish.
And like on the way, I'll turn to Seydra, and you said Mist brought you here.
I
Me
don't know
too.
what brought me here. I just know that the mists in Barovia have trapped me there, and all of my friends, and my cousin. And we've been trapped there for a long time. In fact, everybody there is trapped by them. So I don't know. And I mean, is the mist like all around it? Like, I wouldn't even want to walk anywhere near it.
No, it's not necessarily. It isn't pervading everything.
Mhm.
Just like in Barovia, it doesn't pervade everything. But there are pockets.
Mm-hmm. Like, I would never want to walk anywhere near it.
I
And you shouldn't walk anywhere near it.
I don't know mists.
I'll point to like maybe the forest line or
But,
wherever there
yeah,
is,
I didn't
wherever there is any. It will attack you.
I
It will
didn't-
harm you.
come out of mists. I clawed my way out of the ground.
I probably walked with this one, so
Um,
I missed a good exposition.
Okay.
God
Yes.
damn you!
Yeah.
When you say that, the crossbows will come right back towards you,
Do I
out
hear-
of the ground.
Bill, we'll get to you soon.
Yeah.
Will I hear the?
Yeah.
Okay, I will stop and turn back, look back.
What do you mean out of the ground?
I mean, I awoke and I was buried alive, or at least from the last thing I remember.
What is okay. What are the features of terrain around here?
Yeah. So there's hills again, rolling hills, some field, long grass.
A river or anything?
Not that you've seen.
I'll walk back. I have an idea, so that we may gain mutual trust. Would you allow me to attempt the use of the weave in an attempt to ascertain the truth?
What do you mean by the use of the weave? I don't know what the weave is.
So I'll take the sword to the ground, and I will just slowly start to walk around you, scraping into the dirt. And as I scrape into the dirt, you see some of that blue light hit it, and little gold flecks pop out. And it's almost like I'm sparking on something. Like, how could the steel of my blade cause sparks in dirt? And then when I walk behind you and around, and when it connects again, it just eliminates this glow. And then you're surrounded in this glow, and then it fades into the earth. And I say, Zone of Truth gets cast. So I
You did
cast
this on me and not him.
No, I did it around us.
It's a radius.
Oh,
It's a
okay,
radius,
around
yeah.
us,
So
okay.
we're in this zone of truth together. And I will say, within this circle, we cannot lie.
It's a wisdom save, right?
I believe. Unless you relent.
I fail.
In this circle, we cannot lie. You can only omit to speak, in which case your intentions will be clear. Has everything you said in the last, well, since we've met, is it truth?
100%.
Yeah, I don't know anything.
If you wish to ask any questions of any of us, now is the time.
Could you be a lycanthrope?
I mean, yeah, anything's possible.
Could you be a vampire?
Breathing.
So you know what one is. Do you know what one
Kind
is?
of.
A
I don't-
vampire.
It's
Yes.
weird. You like. There's recognition and almost like subconscious understanding, but when I focus, I don't know details. It's strange.
Hmm.
But do either of you have any want to harm or kill any of each other?
I have no intentions to harm or kill anyone, unless they are harmful to others.
There you go.
I will say the same. But if you don't know what you are, then you can't expect us to know what you are. If you don't know what your intentions really are, how could we?
Like I said, I don't know. All I know is what I've known in the past. How long have I been here? Not long.
Like a day, perhaps. Just
I mean,
wandering.
the past day.
At this point, you watch as a silhouette begins to come into view, walking down the road.
Of course, another one. We could do
It
this
was
all
about,
day.
It was about time. It was getting unfair.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
he was just like, why am I here?
Yeah.
I'm not sponsoring this
Yeah.
channel
I'll be
anymore.
in my trailer, damn it.
At this point, Ricardo, you've been looking and searching and yelling for help.
Yeah.
You know what has happened
Yeah.
and what has befallen your family. And as you as you start to walk down the road, you see 3 individuals ahead of you.
Yeah.
And they look like adventurers. They look capable. What do
Perfect.
you both see each other and your eyes lock. First of all, what do they see? And then
So I'm a human male in sort of middle age, in like work gear, like big thick work gloves, big high boots, very plain clothes, and dirty. Look and clearly frantic. In great distress.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as soon as I see you, I'm yelling out to you, hello, please come help me.
At the Strut Local, don't worry. We're not here to harm you. Step into the circle.
No, please, please, you don't understand. There's no time. The new moon is coming. The new moon is coming. You have to help us.
I look at her as if like, do you know what this is? And then I look over at you and I take a step aside.
new moon. Yeah.
What is this new moon? You must calm down. We're not here to do any harm. What is this new moon? I don't know this place.
What do you mean?
We're not going through this rigmarole again.
You don't know what happens?
No, clearly we do not.
Where? You mean you're from a world that isn't overrun by the hungry undead every time the new moon comes?
No. But it sounds like a
Lucky.
pierce of the veil. Or the Nightmare realm. I knew it. I'm in the Nightmare realm.
I mean, I might be. I don't know.
You have to understand, as soon as the moon comes, this land will be overrun with undead. My family, my workers are trapped. You must come quickly. Please come help.
Does he enter the zone of truth?
It's up to him.
Do you enter the zone of truth?
I'm trying to get you to come to me. Let's go. Come on, please.
Oh,
Come
God.
in here and tell us this.
Yes.
I would like to make an insight check.
Yeah, there we go.
You absolutely.
Yeah. I think I'd like to pursue that one as well.
Sure.
Same.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Not too bad.
Not too good. Not too good.
18 for me.
13 on my end.
14.
All right. So at this point, I'd
Yeah.
like you to make a persuasion or deception check.
Okay.
You don't have to say what it is.
Yeah.
And then based on that, you can let us know what the information is.
Good. Let's do that.
How do those dice perform?
That was a nice one.
Thank you, Norse Foundry.
Yeah.
Those are 6
that's
dice.
that's an 18.
Okay. All right.
Of
so
something?
yeah. So
Okay.
based on that, anybody over an 18?
No, I got an 18.
Okay. So based on that, meets it, beats it. So based on that, what does he know?
What are your
Like,
intentions?
yeah.
I get it
So
from you.
yeah.
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 I mean, genuinely,
So this isn't
emotionally
like a-
distraught, desperate, pleading for your help.
This isn't like a fishing lure. So okay,
No.
Okay.
No.
I'll lean over. He appears to be legitimate. Take me to where you need help.
Please, you see that column of smoke? That's our family mill.
Take me to where you need to
There's
go.
been a tragedy. Please come help me.
Are there undead there now?
No, but there will be very soon.
I do not know these lands. Take me there.
Great. I'm running.
Yeah, so
I'm
he's-
hoping they're running
he
behind
turns around and he
What's
starts to
your-
bolt
okay,
in that
I'll guess
direction.
he's-
Okay.
Alright.
Do you want to Terminator walk this? Halloween.
I mean, I will follow. I'll
Yeah.
follow. I've been hunting undead for some time now, so
Ah.
that's what I would do.
It's
to
your
help
I have
out.
no
Yeah.
care for undead. At least that's something that all of us can agree upon.
Yeah. All right. You all start down the road east.
Yeah, okay, there we go. Well,
yeah,
you don't want to do 20 more minutes?
No,
of
no,
this?
no. It's good. It's good.
I mean,
As you start to approach, the
Oh, God.
scene before you is chaos. You hear shouts, you hear sounds of concern and worry and fear. And what you see as you approach is that the column of black smoke rises from a mill site that's about 100 feet across. Standing in the center of a field of wheat slightly off your path, 4 smaller structures surround a large granary built on 3 pairs of stone stilts. The granary has collapsed, however. It now lies on its side like a dead elephant. The ground around it has partially caved in as well. The smoke emanates from a large smoldering fire pit. A cart packed with fresh grain sits near the fallen granary, but no horses are visible. And as you kind of run in, this is the scene before you.
And as we're running in, you hear me yelling, Ronald, I found help!
How many are there?
My whole crew is here, but they're trapped. They're trapped.
We need a target. How many are there?
There are.
none.
I'm
yet.
still
I had a
moving
crew
toward it.
of 15. 5 of them are dead. The other 10 are missing.
10. We must find 10. Thank you.
Yeah, just walk. Yeah.
I'll make my way toward the safest area that I can assess the situation, and I'll investigate.
I'm not hurrying though. I'm just walking towards it to
Sauntering?
do stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll move
but
with
I'm not
haste
like
at this
Take your
point.
time.
There's not no.
And your brother starts to run towards you. Your brother Ronald.
Okay, yes.
And Ronald is in what appears to be workers' clothes, but not as rugged. A bit less, a bit more studious, a bit more robe-like. And he runs over and he says, "Brother, you found them. You found. Please help us. They're
Yes.
trapped.
There's
They're
no-
trapped.
Is he one of
please."
the 10?
No. My brother is the only one other than me that escaped tragedy.
Do I see an entrance anywhere? Any place I can get in?
Yeah. So at this point, I'll
Where
actually
are
bring
they?
it up.
They were underneath the mill when it collapsed, but I can hear them. I think they're trapped underneath.
And so as you get the lay of the land, this is what you see.
I
The
see.
party is approaching. Actually, allow me to really quickly
Very cool.
bring up Ricardo on the token layer, and I'll bring up. We are using Roll20 tonight. Not a sponsor, but
But cool
Please
nonetheless.
cool
sponsor them.
nonetheless.
They are cool.
All right, there we go. Ricardo and Ronald sit in front of the scene that you see. So you see the massive granary. If you see on the left there are 2 pillars or posts that held it up. They're 9 feet tall. It has fallen on its side. So now its side is its floor. And it has just kind of strewn debris all across to the east. You see the tops of 2 buildings across from it. That's G3 and G2. You don't quite see the smaller building yet, G1, but right beside you, you see a bit of a larger building there. And then there's you can see the fire pit, which exists at G7 right
So
ahead.
underneath is where he's claiming that you're claiming they're at. Okay.
Right.
Under the collapse of the.
So I will go and start moving debris to see if I can find a way down.
Okay.
As an action while
Okay.
while they investigate.
Okay.
I'll look around to see if I can see any. I guess anybody.
Come close. Listen closely. If you listen, you can hear them. You can
Still-
hear them crying for help.
Rynn's still very hesitant. Like he just moves. He'll listen, but definitely like not quite fully. It's been a day.
Yeah, sure. Can you guys give me perception checks, please?
Oh my goodness.
15.
Dice are they're rolling
12.
today.
Get it out of your system on the
9.
perception
Yeah,
checks.
right. It's terrible.
So only you can hear the muffled yells and cries for help and voices that exist under the rubble.
Okay.
In some ways down, like it doesn't.
it's
It
a
doesn't
ways down.
sound. I'd say with the 15, it doesn't sound like it's ground level, like it's just collapsed on top of them. They sound quite a bit deeper. And you can see that some of this granary is actually collapsed, and there's a bit of a crevice that it has created, almost like a hole.
Can we
that it is.
get down there without any issues? Like, I'll investigate.
You don't. Okay, so you start to look for.
Yeah,
Give me an
go
investigation check for an opening.
13 plus investigation. Yeah. It's a 17.
Okay, so you start to look. We'll allow you some time to do that. What does everyone else do while he's
I wish that I could lift heavy things, and I will even express that to you. What can I do to help you? I'm very small, so maybe I can crawl inside if there's a small opening.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we have shovels. We just with only the two of us. We
Get
didn't
your
think there was
brother
any way.
and help us dig a hole.
Okay, yeah. I'll tell my brother. Let's go get the shovels.
Yeah, I can certainly dig.
Yeah, and then you're so small. Maybe you could get down a much smaller hole. It would go faster. But I didn't see any sign of Eleanor. I can't find her.
Do you think Eleanor is in there? Who's Eleanor?
No, my sister, our younger sister. She was here as well, but she wasn't anywhere near the granary. She's just disappeared. I don't know where she is.
At this point, you see Ronald bury his head in his hands, and begins to weep. And our poor mother, she's gone.
Did you burn the bodies like I told you?
Of course.
Wow,
It must
thank
be done.
God.
It's dark. Loholt's like, holy shit.
Welcome
It
to
gets
Ravenloft.
worse. Yeah. It's like, I thought the veil was bad. So did I discover anything?
Okay, so with that 17, you start to look around. You're not finding any sort of entrance from.
But I know
This
there's
level.
some debris in the way.
But there is debris in the way, and digging through is going to take some serious, significant time. You do find the remnants of 2 dead war horses that were pulling potentially the cart that you see that is a little ways off of where you are, that is kind of still full of grain, that it was kind of pushed off and shattered alongside where the granary collapsed. Apart from that, you see a number of sickles, some pickaxes, and so on within the debris. And you also notice that, and all of you notice that some of the survivors are kind of walking around, some of blood coming down their foreheads, all disheveled, and doing their best to kind of sort through the rubble, but also very injured themselves.
Are these survivors part of the? Are these survivors part of the 10, or are there 10 buried?
No, there are 10 missing. There are
10 missing.
There are 10. I hope they're all still alive.
Yeah.
But
How long? Can I tell how long before sundown?
It's about 45 minutes at this point.
Okay.
Oh, goodness.
Can I
if
look?
we aren't inside the walled city of Lakar by the time the sun goes down, we are all going to die.
We will not die tonight.
Brother, we won't make it there safe.
I point to the walled city.
Brother,
in
we
the
won't
distance.
make it safe to Lakar.
We have
It
to.
is too far.
Then we will hold off the undead until the sun rises.
And I said 1 mile. It's actually multiple. Like the city is it's quite a ways.
It's a decent. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I look to see if I can determine the cause of the collapse?
Yeah, give me a survival check.
Survival. Okay.
Yeah.
While he's doing that,
Yeah.
I will
Nice.
silent speech into the first creature I can detect, like the first one, like into the ground, and
Interesting.
and say, "Can you see anybody else down there? Do you have air?"
What's the range of silence?
It is 30 feet.
And you don't have to see?
Nope, I just need to share a language with them.
Interesting. Okay. I would say yes. I'll allow it. I'd say that you do connect with one individual.
Say, scream loud if you.
And can they speak back? Or can you
They
only-
can't
is
speak
it-
back in
is-
my
it-
head,
it's
but they
one way?
can scream
Okay.
loud if they.
All right. And you do hear, now that you're kind of closer, you do hear somebody call out.
Okay, that they have air.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's
Um,
frantic. It's like, yeah, yes, come get us, help.
I mean, if they have air and we dig, we may actually collapse all of this stuff, grain and everything onto them. If they have a pocket that they are alive in, we need to do this very carefully.
Agreed.
Whatever we do.
My
we
mother
must
has
do it
told me a
fast.
lot of
Yeah,
bedtime stories about
I'm
mines.
gathering up all the picks and shovels we
Sure.
have. I
Sure.
mean, we
Sure,
have.
and Ronald starts to yell out to the other workers, come help. And again, injured, not quite in working order, but they come over and they start to kind of help dig. Where do you guys want to dig?
I'm going to look at the other buildings.
Yeah.
Is there a network of places we could go down? Perhaps another hatch to get down below.
There's. I
There's
mean,
no other way
there's
down.
No, we're not supposed to be down there. It's. I don't know. It looks like the ground just collapsed and sucked them under or something.
There is no cellar. There is no basement. There is nothing that exists. It's just like the
They are just
I got a
simply
ground
trapped.
swallowed it.
And I got a 19 on that survival to see if I could figure out what made the collapse.
Yeah, it
See if I can
looks
get
like a sinkhole.
a sinkhole.
It
Got
looks like
Yeah.
something.
Got it.
Yeah, like
And,
it
and,
sunk
and
in the
I'll
ground.
tell you, for the last few days, we've been feeling like what feels like a small earthquake or something under the mill. But we had to keep gathering the grain. Lacar relies on us to feed them. We never expected something like this to happen.
I'm gonna go down and just take my ear and then just kind of move along the ground, trying to find a spot where I don't hear the voices, like a distance away, but still have some hollow to it if I can find
Yeah.
it.
I'm gonna also to see if I can see even an opening. I see perfectly in pitch blackness.
Okay.
Like it's daytime.
Okay. Cool.
So and it's out to 120 feet. So
Okay.
if I can
Investigation
see
checks for
anything.
The workers are coming over to start help. Ronald
Okay,
gets
so I'm looking at you. Just tell me where to start digging, and we'll get to work. Whatever you think is best.
Ah, right on.
That's a scholarly 7.
nice.
And I got a slightly above scholarly 9.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're having a hard time finding a
Yeah.
way in. There are no openings. And you do notice that it's very unstable. That as you start to walk and traverse, there's some areas that start to sink. And it makes you nervous for this area and the people
And we have
underneath.
Can we dig somewhere else that is more solid and then tunnel underneath?
This will take time.
so yeah, Rynn's gonna just turn and go, or kind of look to you, moving away from Captain Brightsword over here, and kind of looking towards the sun.
Could you bring the map up
Yeah,
again for one
absolutely.
sec?
100%.
I'm just wondering because you can see where the pillars of the granary were, and the granary kind of fell to the side. Like, is that area soft? Like, is that part of the sinkhole? Is any area around the building like feel like it's part of the sinkhole that might be softer than just solid ground?
Give me a survival check. for
Okay.
Ricardo.
We don't want to fall through the sinkhole either.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I have a very
And so,
important
so
question.
at a glance, no, it looks like
Okay.
solid ground
Okay.
until it sinks where the other pillars basically sat on the and then came down, and so that
Okay.
whole area is
And
solid.
what am I rolling? Insight?
Survival.
Survival.
Yeah.
That is a 17.
Okay. With the 17, you start to kind of listen for voices, and it feels almost like there is a void under here that you were not aware of, your family wasn't aware of. And it appears to potentially exist out this way as well.
Okay.
And so it's not necessarily only where it collapsed, but you can hear voices almost directly in the ground below you, not just in the sinkhole area.
Okay.
So there is a larger void than the sinkhole itself.
Okay.
That's why I think we should dig outside the
Oh,
sinkhole.
wait, over here. I can hear the voices over here.
Tell them to move.
So as
Okay.
they're running off, I come to you to Seydra, and I'm like, I mean, the sun goes down in 30 minutes. If this, I mean, at what point do we say this is it? But at the same time,
They're safe down there.
they're safe down there. Why?
Yes, that's what I'm thinking. If the undead are coming,
Do I hear? I mean, are you guys
yeah,
saying this within?
I'll say it.
I
already.
wasn't, but
Oh.
if
What-
Seydra says it out loud.
Also,
then it's like,
I give no.
yeah, I know it's fine. Yeah, it's fine.
Anything.
Yeah.
Do we
Um,
know they have a night's worth of air?
More importantly, if us walking around on this is causing instability, a horde of bodies shambling over top might cause a collapse.
Perhaps. I have a very important question. This is your family mill, and you live here.
Yes.
You know all about this area,
Yes.
and there are undead.
Yes.
What type of undead?
I don't know what they're called, but primarily they seem to be
Zombies,
shambling and
skeletons, vampires.
describe what that. I mean they look like a corpse. They walk. They shamble. They seem mindless. They travel in hordes,
Zombies.
sometimes hundreds in a pack.
My mother used to tell me bedtime stories about zombies as well. This
They're
is a running
defeatable.
theme with her, by the way.
They'll be
But are there creatures that live underground?
Not that I've ever seen.
Large ones.
Not that I've ever seen.
I'm
but
trying
I've
to figure
never
out
been
how
underground.
how somehow a void like this could be created.
You think?
Ronald already
Maybe.
he has a pickaxe and he's starting to break.
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
We
I
can
mean,
work
this
as
is
we're
a- yeah,
doing
I
this
have an
is-
idea. I have an idea.
Yeah.
I have the ability to channel magic into a spell, and I'm wondering if I can gauge whether the type of spell that I could use the power of thunder and you know a favorite spell of some Goff Tommyton. That if I could if I could do something with the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wanna
I'm
try?
just trying to see
Okay.
if that. Okay. So what I'll
Okay.
do then is I'll be like, stand back, and please make sure that no one's below me, and I'll even yell like, "Get out of the way!" as I'll
Okay.
scream.
All right. Give me a performance check on that to see how loud you do it.
Oh, now we're talking my language. 29.
Okay.
Oh, dear God.
And I'll be like,
Yeah, yeah, like, yeah.
and I'll take my sword and I'll slide it in like a syringe into the
Yeah.
ground. Thunder! And I'll cast Shatter.
Got it. I got it. Great. Great. Okay. And as you cast Shatter, roll damage on that.
Okay. 8 plus another 4. That'd be a 12.
Okay. So 12 points of damage. It clears with the force of the Shatter and the thunder energy.
Grains
that
and rice go flying out in the air.
it creates a crater, and a fairly large crater
Yeah.
in the ground, probably about 6 inches down,
Yeah.
but still not through.
But now that we're in further, can we
Yes.
hear better? Can we see better?
You do hear, as soon as that happens,
Yeah.
you hear screams and people freaking out, and
told them to
they
get
don't
out
know
of
what's
the
going
way.
I
on.
lean up to the dirt. You Ben. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
I'll lean back and say, progress. Dig here.
Amazing, amazing.
Okay,
Yes,
and
yes,
people-
we'll
you
go.
guys
Keep
get in there
digging.
and you can start. Okay,
Yeah.
can I get athletics checks from everybody, please? Whoever's digging.
Can try. Oh, that's not so bad. 18.
Athletics checks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
18.
I'm a strong little half.
Very nice.
You old 11.
Okay. All right.
Sorry, you did your work.
Yeah, I did my job. I'll sit back.
Take a break.
Union break. I'll sit back and
That's right.
put on the stripes.
Rynn
and-
is digging. I got
Yeah.
5.
Drink.
No, I got 4. But
Okay.
he
So-
doesn't.
He's like, I don't know what's going on.
It's more like
Yeah.
it's in his mind. He's like, these people are fucked.
Yeah, got it. Totally.
grab like a rock.
Totally.
Like,
Yeah.
throw it.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. Okay. So I'd say in the next, 20 minutes or so, you're able to dig another about foot within this area as you all kind of dig. At that point, the sun is just above the horizon and it's continuing to plunge. Do you continue to dig?
I mean, now we're
And at
this
thi-
far. I
yeah.
think we have
And
to.
at this point, you're starting to hit like rock. It's starting to get a bit more solid. And so now you're getting out pickaxes and you're starting to kind of break through
Sure.
a crust of kind of bedrock. Can you do it?
I will drop a thunder wave into the rock
Okay.
with my sword. Ping.
Okay, roll that damage.
I don't know what that is.
Hopefully you're still out of the way.
Yeah.
Thunder wave right here. 2d8. That'll be a 13.
Okay. All right. At that point, you watch as
I go
crabs
to-
spider out from the sword.
I'm standing on top of it. I
Yeah.
look up.
and you feel like you feel the floor drop, the ground drop, and you watch as right kind of in the center of where your sword was, it begins to fall away, and there is a void, and it's about 3 inches wide. And at this point, you hear the echoes of voices starting to yell out and scream as they see light.
I'll lean down into the hole and say, step away. Get away from the hole. We
Okay.
need to make it larger, and rocks might fall on you. Get
Well,
away.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
look in the hole.
well, now there's an air hole.
Yeah.
That's right.
Still want to
I mean, what do we
dig them out of here right
how-
now before the undead come?
Help us! We're gonna die down here. Don't leave us.
Could we
gonna
we
die
make
if you
a
come up here
hole
too,
large
but-
enough for you to slip down so we can at least make sure that they're not injured?
I'm very short, but I'm a little stout, but I can probably get through.
I mean, I'm gonna go at this hole with a pickaxe until someone tells me to stop. I
I'll,
want to
gra-
at
I'll,
least
gra- I'll
get
grab his
somebody.
pickaxe
Yeah.
and back him away,
Yeah.
and I'll lean back.
Do you allow him to do that?
I've got this.
Okay, all right. I mean,
back.
he's done some
Yeah.
pretty amazing
I mean,
shit.
I could probably see
So
through
if he
you
says
can
he's
get
got it, I'll step back.
Before I'm just gonna be like, I'm just gonna look and see how far down it is. Can
Well,
I see
if
the
I
bottom?
slip
Yeah.
through,
Oh,
and
yeah,
it's still
you
not
can
big
see.
enough to
Yeah,
bring
you can
anybody
see
back
down.
up, then
It's
what's the
about
difference?
20 feet to the
Okay,
bottom. yeah.
that's
Seeing
not
as
too
though you
bad.
don't know where my homeland is from.
I'm worried, like, people have broken legs, like this whole thing is about to collapse. Like, if
Can
we
I
can
gain
at
There's
least,
some-
not much I can
maybe,
do about
maybe,
that
maybe
either.
if he can even look down there, maybe that will be
And I'm
enough.
like, I am looking down.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
like,
about
just-
20 to 30 feet. Yeah.
Can I gain
20
some
feet
vantage?
down.
Like, can I get up on like a pillar or something, just to get a height? Because I'm gonna jump on it
You're going to jump on
to the area.
to the area that
Yeah.
you're. Okay, so right where Ricardo is right now,
Yeah.
who is the one on the right, we'll say that's where the hole is.
Okay, so then I'll go onto some of the debris.
Yeah.
I'll get up a little bit of height, and I'll be like,
Yeah.
in my home plane, we have a brand of dwarves that jump from heights. They're known as Plunge Dwarves, and I will jump from the height and take my sword and then thunder wave with my body, crush on it, and I'll go down with it if I go down with it.
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
I see that, and I just take a step back.
Yeah, yeah. We must make haste. Oh, 13 again. That's another smite gone.
All right. 13. You hit it. Thunderstruck. Thunderstruck. The crack
You
of
had
thunder.
forever now.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
The crack of thunder crosses the open expanse, and as you tumble through, you take
I go
9
down with
points
it.
of
I'll be like,
bludgeoning
eat
damage.
your heart out, Foley, as I hit the ground.
As you fall like 30 feet to the dust, and as you land, everyone kind of this kind of collective gasp as they see you.
Laying on my back.
Yeah,
light.
and they all kind of like cover their eyes, and they start to cheer, and they have hope as this happens. And as you see, there's like I'd say like a 5-foot kind of hole now in the ceiling of this.
And Rynn just looks over. Has anybody got rope to get him out?
I do have rope.
Yes, we have rope. We have rope in the storage shed, I think.
And you can see this crevice
What am
now.
I seeing?
And as you see down there, it's about 25 feet by about 50 feet long. And it's kind of this rough-hewn crevice, and it has little offshoot tunnels that extend, and some of them you can already see are kind of collapsed. But it looks fairly unnatural,
You might want to come and
Actually.
check this out. You
So
said that this doesn't
man-made?
exist.
possibly. Are you going down?
I'll come down.
Okay, nature check for anybody who's down in the crevice that wants to find this out.
I don't have nature, but I'll give it a shot.
15.
Ooh, 21.
Oh.
I rolled high.
Again, looking at the horizon as the sun's going down, and then looking at the flat, hilly landscape and the city that's too far away. He'll just go look down at the hill, and
I think I'd rather be down here.
yeah, and then that's his thought. And he's like, and then he'll make his way down.
Sir,
Yeah.
you're up top still, right?
Yeah.
You said that this doesn't exist.
This can't.
There are a network of tunnels down here, and you say that you had no idea that this place existed.
None whatsoever. How could this possibly have existed down here?
I don't know. I'm speaking to a ceiling tile. Anything's possible.
What was all right? I'm speaking to the desk. So.
What was your nature check? Sorry, what
Are
was
you all convinced?
Seydra, what was your nature check?
I'm sorry, 15.
15. Okay. And how did you descend into the hole for anybody who did?
Oh, I have a rope,
Okay,
so I
you
would
guys
have
just
just,
tie it
and I
off
have
to one
zero,
of the
like
pillars,
zero
and then-
fear.
Okay,
Like,
that's good. That's good. So you get down, no problem.
Alright.
With the 15, you notice that it is hewn, not man, so it doesn't look like it was machined, but it looks natural, almost like burrowed.
yeah. Oh, yeah. That. Look.
And
Do you
you
recognize
Elisa's
this?
insight is pretty good.
yeah, and you watch along kind of the walls, and you do see like small kind of circular holes in different places.
My mother has told me stories about this as well.
What is it?
About creatures burrowing under my mill?
Not under your mill.
Shared that
specifically.
earlier.
Very specific.
But I have my mother is a creepy mom and who has told me lots of bedtime stories of evil things that go bump in the night, which is why I've turned out the way that I am. And I have heard stories of creatures that burrow underground, which is why I asked you.
Tell me more.
Ricardo, please tell me what is happening. We don't have time.
what do I see?
Yeah. How
Yeah,
are they injured? I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Will they
So-
be? Will
so
they be
yeah.
able to get back
Yeah,
to the?
and,
to
and
the
there are bodies. And now that you're trying to taking it in,
Oh,
there
oh,
are at
medicine
least
check
5.
immediately.
What's that?
Medicine check immediately.
Okay, so you can do that. Actually,
I
you
can
know what?
I can help with that. I'll do that too.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead. Both of you start to look at.
16.
From a medicine check,
Yeah.
not very high at all. 9.
Okay, so the ones that are dead have been long dead. The rest are very, very injured. Some of them more egregious than others, but are happy to see you. So out of the 10 that are down here, 5 of them are dead. Sorry, of the 15 that are down here, 5 are dead.
Okay. We have to get those bodies burned immediately.
Do we have enough time to get them back to the city?
No, there's no time. I mean, how close are we? I mean,
How many undead are we talking about here?
So yeah,
You imagine the sun will set up probably in about 10 minutes.
Rynn will start, like, he'll go over and he'll start pulling out coins and start putting them on the foreheads of each of the bodies. And as he does, he actually casts Spare the Dying on each of them, just to be on the safe side.
Nice.
But any of the ones that you point out are dead.
Yeah.
You actually watch as he'll, like, kind of pull into the air, and that rapier will appear, and then he'll slam it down, and as it does, green flame ignites around the bodies as he starts igniting the bodies.
And as that happens, like the people around start to scream and freak out. Some of them start to cry and just go into like
I'm gonna
huddled
remember,
positions.
everybody, remember what would happen if we don't do this.
I will
What
make
would
this.
happen?
Yeah.
I imagine they're going to rise.
They'll come back.
So what I'll do to try to keep crowd control at this point is I will make the sword casting light again, making it a nice amber hue, and then I will give a rousing speech to them about being courageous and strong, and that while we are here, no evil will befall you. So long as I draw a breath and hold this blade, you will be safe. And I will use a performance to try and like calm them down.
Okay.
If it works, I don't know.
So, and you're just using a performance check?
Yeah, I mean,
Like
I
charisma
don't
check.
really have anything. I'm not going to command them, but
Yeah, you can give me a performance or a persuasion check, whichever you want to do.
they're both are-
Ricardo, you went down with them, or are you still?
I'm still up. If they want me to come down, I'll come down. But
either
right
one
now
is a
I'm-
dirty 20.
Wow. Okay. All right. Immediately they start to calm, especially hearing Ricardo say, "You know what happens. This has to happen," and you can tell that they start to kind of level with the idea that they're safer than they were.
And I wasn't paying attention, so I lean in and say, "What happens?"
They come back, apparently.
Yeah, like as you do, you like say your speech, Rynn and under his breath she goes, "If they're lucky."
And then I lean back and say, "Impressive. But we must also consider the fact that we can no longer get to a safe space."
Ricardo, in that moment,
Yeah.
a familiar, eerie quiet falls over the land, as if nature itself is holding its breath. Then, without warning, a single echoing howl emanates from the darkness around you. It is strangely both human and utterly soulless, as darkness covers the land.
What are we gonna do?
Look at here.
Survive.
Ronald starts to look around.
Ronald, it's okay. It's okay. We'll figure something out. These people are clearly very courageous.
Well, we fell right into that movie trap, eh? with the hole, like, oh shit, we've got no vantage point. If they're just gonna come spilling in like Legend. This is insane.
What do we do? Do we all go down? Do we all come up?
I think we all, well, I don't know how safe it is here, and I'll look around at like the rock, like the rounded rock, and I'm going through all of the different stories in my head that I've been told. Like, is this a worm? Is this like, what is this?
Nature check.
Man, it bounced off of it. 13.
With a 13, you imagine it's some sort of burrowing worm-like creature. You're not sure what kind.
So it may not be so safe down here either, but if we know what's up there, I think it's better. Well, I don't know. The old saying is it's better to face a thing that you know, right?
Is any of
But-
your storehouses or buildings lockable, barricadable? That which
I mean,
still standing?
the granary was. I don't know how sturdy it is now, but it's more defensible than being out here.
What happens to these creatures when the sun rises again?
They disappear. They
They
go
just
wherever
simply vanish.
they walk off wherever it is they go into the mists.
Because I have a problem with this now. How long will it be until the sun rises?
I'd assume a regular cycle.
Regular.
Oh, you would
night.
assume, wouldn't you? I've been in a place where there has been no sun
Oh, no.
for
It's not Alaska. Yeah.
Alaska, where's that?
Another unforeseen place.
It will last 12 hours. Our nights are around 12 hours.
12
in
hours.
this- in this
We can survive
place.
12 hours down here. Why don't we come down here? And is there anything around, or are there other rock, like all this stuff that's rocks and whatever? Can we build back up like a wall behind us?
So it is literally like a cavern like this. Half of it is the collapsed granary, so there's timber and rock and rubble all through it, and piles of grain that have kind of seeped through. And then the rest is just like an unnaturally burrowed cavern.
You
With-
have all
with a
these
hole. I mean,
this
fancy
cavern-
powers that I have seen before, but I don't personally have. Can you not create some sort of barrier above us?
There are,
Perception check, Ricardo.
Yeah.
there's a faction where I come from that has the ability to reverse objects in time, but I do not possess that skill.
22.
I recommend we barricade. If we can get everyone out, we could barricade into the. Never mind.
Here in the distance.
Everybody, quickly! We have to decide what to do.
There are tunnels, right?
They're very small. There are other larger tunnels that I said, but as you start to move your sword, it looks like they've actually collapsed in on themselves. And so as you start to kind of frantically look around, it seems and appears like there is no easy way out of this cavern from the bottom.
You know,
I am running to my quarters.
Yep.
there are no
to
open
get
tunnels.
armor and weapons.
no way out.
Because right now I'm still in work gear. So
Okay.
I'm running to G3.
Okay.
And I'm calling Ronald to come with me because
Yeah.
I don't want him out here.
Absolutely.
throw down a rope.
Yes, I highly misunderstood this situation. I thought there were tunnels through here
Me
that we could go
too.
through. So
Let's get the
no,
hell
now we need
out.
to get out.
Yeah.
Right? So there's a rope that I climbed down. I'm assuming it's still
Yeah,
tied up. So I
and there are
will-
other. Yeah, I can tell one of the other workers to get rope from the shed and throw it down, or
Sure,
you know.
to create more ways.
Yeah.
To get
Yeah,
up
more
out of
ways
it.
to
Yeah.
come up. Just
Yeah.
get people
sure.
up faster. Yeah.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. And as you do that, people start to clamor, even almost over themselves.
Oh, no,
Having
I
lived
will
this
calm them
nightmare
down, like-
for a long time, they're okay.
I'll like put my sword of
ready
light
to
in between
leave.
them and be like, wait.
Okay, and so
No.
you start to
Sorry,
funnel
I'll
them
try
up.
to keep them in
You
order.
and Ronald gather the rest of the workers, and they start to run to G3.
Okay.
And,
Yeah.
and which, as you know, is the barracks building, and where everybody sleeps. All right. Okay. So
And
as you're
G2
doing that,
is
it's
a
gonna
different
take
building
little
into
time.
itself?
Yes. It appears that there is two buildings. There's one slightly larger barracks building, and then there's another one beside it.
There's no way all of these people are going to get out of here in time. Because there's how many? 10?
Yeah.
Yeah. And how many are capable of...
All of them are capable of climbing
Okay.
that are alive.
Got it,
Slowly, but
Yeah,
all of them
okay.
capable.
We must create a diversion. Let's go create a diversion. I'll start to climb the rope. Get myself out. Help them get out. Climb onto the ground.
You just kind of go...
Hold my sword up in the air. I have. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna like just make it really bright if I can.
And Rynn will climb out, well, because I'm assuming you and your brother are trying to get the people out.
Yeah. So well, we got everything set up, and then we're getting our gear from
Got it, yeah.
G3. Yeah.
So Rynn is going to watch him do that, and he just goes, "Yep, you are a distraction," and he'll go the opposite way, and we'll like kind of get to where he has a vantage point to kind of see,
Yeah.
to
I
see
think
if
we
they're
go to-
coming from a specific place, or they coming like
Yeah.
is it all directions, one direction, kind of just seeing if he can see where they're coming
Okay.
from.
I'm going
so
to
give me a
G4.
perception check. Okay. So you come up. So you're still helping people up. It's going to take a little
Yeah,
while.
yeah. I'm still,
to
but
get-
I'm gonna
So
once.
you go up first, and then you're helping people from
Yeah.
from above.
And when I realize
Yeah.
that it's getting to the point where we can't keep these people safe from whatever is coming,
Yeah.
I will take my glowing sword and I will run toward another building and just sort of like semaphore anything toward me to stay away from them.
All right. Good. Okay. So
I might
you
be
go up,
dead,
perception
but-
check. Did you take
16.
16. Okay.
Yeah.
With a 16, you hear voices
Paladins,
from
am I right?
the noises and
Yeah.
growls and movement from the west, the north, and the east. You don't seem to sense anything coming from the south.
Is the south where the city is?
The city is east.
Is east. Okay, got it.
Ricardo, as you're crossing
Yeah.
to G3,
Yep.
you start to hear that familiar shambling, groaning sound as they close in. I'd like everyone please to roll initiative at this point.
All right.
And I will ask you guys as you go. Loholt,
11.
Ooh, that's
Seydra,
21.
very nice. Rynn,
21.
Wow.
Ricardo.
15.
Great.
Okay.
Last.
Yeah, that's not good. All right.
God damn it.
D&D Beyond. All right. Okay. Rynn, you are first. You hear the sounds coming. You hear the ones from the west immediately and much closer. In fact, as you hear them, you turn and you watch as two shambling corpses begin to kind of shamble out of the darkness and are heading directly towards Ricardo and the survivors and his brother as they're running towards G3.
Okay.
You can't see over the mound that is the granary going that in either other direction, but you do hear that there is action happening that way.
Got it.
What do you do?
I will kind of whoever is closest to me.
So you are down here.
Yeah.
Loholt is to just above you.
Okay. Yeah.
Right?
So to Loholt, I'll kind of go northeast, west. West is closer. Is that what you said? West.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can see the
Yeah, and
shambling
they're
creatures
coming up,
right
yeah.
are right there.
But
Yeah.
nothing from the south. Move towards, and he'll kind of motion towards where G4 is.
Sorry. I'm gonna say they're not right there. They're actually off camera now, but
That's fine.
Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah, we know there's
but
somewhere
but
there.
you hear them in that direction.
But the building where G4 is, and he'll even kind of say it to where Ricardo can hear it, because that's to the south, and he'll say, utilize that building, which looks to be a slightly larger building and only has one, maybe two entrances.
Yeah.
But he'll, as he does, he'll actually reach into a pouch and he'll pull out 2 coins.
Yep.
And he'll throw them as I'll cast Eldritch Blast at
Hey!
2 of the,
Very
the
nice.
ones going.
Right. A little action
Nice.
here.
Dun, dun,
Breaking the
dun,
seal.
dun, 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 dun.
The range is 120 feet if they're in range.
They're in range. Yeah, they are absolutely in
So
range.
be 2.
I would be so much happier if they weren't.
Ooh, one is gonna miss for sure with a 9, and then a 17 on the other.
Okay. Yeah, the 17 hits.
Okay. That one will do.
Actually, so does the 8.
Oh, the 9 also.
Yeah, I was
the
gonna say,
nines.
if
Hey,
there's
all right.
zombies, there's a
Also
good
the nines.
chance.
Hey, all right.
Yeah.
But they have Indomitable, right? You can't kill these damn things.
You don't.
So a 12 points of damage on the 12
are
force
these
damage,
rules of which
and
you speak?
then
I actually
8
don't
force
know.
damage.
Say it again.
12 and 8.
12 and 8.
Yep. On so one to each of them.
Got it.
And then that'll be.
That is your turn.
I am. Yeah, I'll. And he'll just kind of like shake his head and
Stay behind Mr. Captain Glowy Sword now.
and he'll actually move up towards Ricardo and his brother, which I'm assuming is the 2 up
Yep.
top there. Yeah, so
Of
he'll
course.
actually make himself almost like a barrier between those 2 so that they can get what they're doing.
So right around here.
Yep.
We'll move you in here. I think you can go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Put me further up so that they intercept me first. Yep, right there.
Okay.
Yep, perfect.
All right. Where Sarah had you in the first place.
Yeah, there.
That was
That's great.
great. Perfect. Okay, cool. You do watch though as you do that there is another shambling creature behind the one that's moving towards you.
Yep.
And then a creature that appears to be almost have like no pigment to its skin, kind of a bluish tinge, and glowing blue eyes amongst the other 3.
Got it.
And there's blood kind of like dripping down its face from its mouth as it approaches. Seydra, you're up.
And then,
Do I notice this blue-eyed one?
You absolutely do.
Okay. Well, then I am going to. No, I'm going to still focus on the one that is closest to all of us. So the one that I will shoot with my hand crossbow, the first one that is closest to
Okay.
us. That is a 16.
16 hits.
Wonderful. And it will take 5 points of damage, and then as a bonus action, I will immediately, like a second arrow comes out right
Okay.
through there, and 19?
That hits.
Why am I rolling so terribly on my damage? four measly points of damage.
Oh no.
But that's okay because now I have a second turn. And so I will use my other crossbow to shoot. and that will be a miss. And now I feel very bad about myself, and we'll look for, is there any place that is, will give me some higher ground?
Yeah. So I mean, if you look up, I mean, any of the roofs would give you higher ground. You can walk up onto some of the rubble on the west side of the granary that exists.
I don't know if I want to climb up on this like wobbly, topply
probably
thing.
not.
But I will head
But it's
towards.
all flat. Other than that, yeah.
Is G1 low to the ground, or is that a high? What's the highest building?
Normal building. They're all kind of like one-story buildings.
Well, I will still climb up on top of it.
Okay. All right. So you want to get to there. You
Yep.
go. Perfect. Awesome. Okay.
That was terrible.
And those two crossbow bolts, as they, like one of them almost takes the shoulder right off the first zombie, and it kind of stops and it continues to do. And as you hit the second one, like the jaw flies off it, and it's like really having a hard time as it kind of stumbles and begins to crawl and continues to crawl towards you.
So what you're saying is it was a jaw-dropping performance.
Hey.
We have a very punny thing on Six Sides, so I apologize if I drop 1 or 200 of them here or there.
Yeah.
I'm so for it.
You're a punter?
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. The first zombie that you hit kind of like pummels into Rynn as it's kind of stumbling, as it's damaged. It is going to attack you.
I need it to make a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh.
Oh, that is a 12.
It cannot target me.
Oh, sorry, 14.
It still cannot target me.
Okay,
15.
then.
As I am,
What about 16?
18,
23?
19, 20.
Yep.
Okay,
I am amongst the dead, so therefore it
okay, then it
sees me as its own.
passes right through you to Ricardo, and it runs right past you. You can give an attack of opportunity
I
if you
will
like.
absolutely do that.
Ooh, delicious. These delicious
Do I
rolls.
see this happen? Like
Yeah.
this thing just
So
totally
you watch
ignores
as it
him?
shambles, like, and doesn't even look at him. He just shambles past him.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Loholt sees it too, right?
Was that 21 to hit?
My mother
21?
once told
That's
me
a
a
hit.
bedtime story about this as well.
Loholt's happy.
It was called World War Z.
10 points of piercing
So
damage.
as it kind of runs by him, Rynn spins and cleaves it in half, and in twain, as it were, and onto the ground in 2 pieces. It is dead.
Again.
Again.
Yeah. He just goes, told you I'm lucky.
The other one is going to, it actually heads to the building that you're on, and as you're climbing it, is attempting to kind of reach up at you. Can you give me a athletics check, please?
Sure. I'm great at athletics.
Oh, I bet.
Right? 10?
Okay. It grabs your leg,
We have different definitions of great.
and you are currently...
I was trying to convince the dice, and it did not work.
It grabs your leg, and you are currently grappled by the zombie.
Ugh, gross. I'll, like,
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
kick at it, but can't.
Yeah. And then these two. All right. The other zombie continues up. Oh, yeah, I need this on.
Yeah.
This Roll20 thing worked out, though. That's good. This one is going to pass through by your space. You've already used your reaction for an opportunity attack, so it is going to close in on Ricardo, who is leading that party.
Yep.
It is going to be a 13 to hit.
That hits.
That is going to
That's
be
not good.
Right.
3 points of damage only, as it kind of shambles into you and slams you with its open palm. And the other creature, who appears to be, again, a lot more rabid than the zombies, and even more intelligent, as it almost looks around, choosing a target rather than just kind of reacting and attacking the first one it sees. And as it runs, it almost goes onto all fours and like as it shambles, and it runs up again on 2 feet.
Mr. Blue Eyes?
Yes, Mr. Blue Eyes.
Baby Blues?
It also does not. It needs a wisdom saving throw. Is that right? That is a 10 to target you, Rynn.
A 10 does not hit, no.
10 does not hit. So it continues through to Ricardo.
They're all going after Ricardo?
No, sorry, Ronaldo. Ronaldo.
Okay.
Ronald, around the corner of this. You are around the corner, so they didn't even see you through that building. If you look at G1, because of their trajectory,
Yeah.
you're actually. But you said you were starting to do this,
Oh.
but you didn't quite have the time
Yeah.
yet to do it and start your
Fine.
turn yet. So they're kind of like they've passed quicker than you could react and get their attention. This one is going to it bites out and then claws at Ronald.
No.
It misses both times as Ronald kind of manages to sidestep it and dodge its attack. And you all hear creatures beginning to close in on your position from the other two directions.
Right.
Not that nice. Ricardo, it's your turn. Loholt, you're on deck.
Yeah, so I don't have any weapons unless there's a pickaxe or a shovel I could grab around here.
Might be safe to say that you have the shovel or the pickaxe that you
Okay.
had when you were digging, and you just kind of kept it in your hand.
All right, great. Then I'll just whack at him with a pickaxe.
Sure.
It's better than trying
Improvised
to do,
weapon, so
Yeah.
no proficiency modifier.
Why not? That's just a dramatic miss. I mean, in the world of misses,
That's a dramatic
this is
miss.
a champion miss.
The champion of missing.
Well, what was it?
It was 2.
That's a miss.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thanks for clarifying.
Wait, plus
just
your
to hammer it
proficiency.
home.
Seems like
Hold on. Don't forget about your proficiency bonus.
Well, he's
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So that would be a whole 2.
Oh,
You really want to drag this out for me, do you?
Listen. Just saying.
I'm sure
that's great. Do you want to move, or is that your turn?
Yeah, boy, this is just not going to work out for me. So even though I'm going to take an attack of opportunity, I am going to run for G3 and try to get my weapons.
Okay. All right. That is going to be. Oh yeah, you don't have any armor on.
No, not really.
Nope, not at all.
Yep.
And so a 12
Yeah,
hits.
that hits.
4 points of damage.
Yep.
As it smacks you in the hiney.
Ouch.
As you run into G3.
Yep.
All right. Loholt, it's your turn.
Well, after watching this
And
entire spectacle,
Rynn's on
Brandon,
deck. Cover that.
I will immediately see the creature that has grabbed hold of my new friend, and I will gingerly stride 10 feet diagonally to the opposites. Yeah, right there. How do you do flanking rules and stuff in this?
There isn't.
So you don't have flanking rules? Okay, sweet. I will take a swing.
Okay.
At this, so my sword comes.
And currently it's got.
Well,
Seydra by
I will
the foot.
attempt to kill it in a way that chops
yeah,
its
of
arm
course.
off or some
Of
stuff
course,
like
of
that.
course.
Unfortunately, that is an 11 to hit. Oh, that might hit it.
It hits.
Okay, so I hit it. It's the one that's been beaten down by this guy a little bit, correct?
Nope.
No, this is a fresh.
Fresh.
This is freshy. Freshies. Okay,
Fresh.
then I will drop a smite into it. A first level
Okay.
smite. The energy, the light glowing from the sword and from my milky white eyes, siphoning down through into a crackling energy. It's not fiends. I don't.
It's undead.
Smite gets an additional D8,
Yep.
correct? All right, I'll reroll this then.
So you would have 3d8.
Correct. So my bastard sword comes crashing down. Well, I guess I'm two-handing her, so I can do it. Boom. So it's 11, 16, 18, 16, sorry, 23 into it.
You sunder it in twain,
Okay.
and it falls dead before you.
Now, for bonus action, I'm
Yeah.
going to invoke Celerity,
Okay.
which is my time power.
Yeah.
So I slice into it, and you see the thing fall, and then all of a sudden my eyes, you see cogs of time spin around, and my sword spins back out again, even
Yeah.
though the beast is dead, and I will take the rest of my movement
Yeah.
and get 5, 10. How much do I have left there? Do I have enough to get to the next one on the other guy, the Ronald
You've only
Bluefell?
moved 10.
Yeah, so then I will move to the one that's attacking the villager.
'Kay.
And with celerity for the next 4 rounds, I will get this quicken condition in our system,
Yep.
which is like a haste light, so I can gain the effects of 1 extra attack. So
Okay.
I will take that celerity like attack. That would be a 22 to hit.
That's a hit.
And I will just hit this one regularly for a grandiose total of 7 damage.
Okay.
I'll put this here for now.
All right.
And I have exhausted everything I could do.
That's a lot. It's good.
And then I just like sit there and hold my ground and yell to try and get the other zombie to come at
Okay,
me
so
instead.
at this point, you're starting to do your yelling.
Come
thing
at
to-
me,
to
bro.
try and- okay. I like it. All right, Rynn, you're up. Seydra, you're on deck.
All right. As I start to, I'll take a step up to kind of be in between the two that are kind of right there. There was one that was right in front of Ronald.
Sorry, yep.
No, it's okay.
Map.
Yep, just where I can get both of them, if possible. Oh, I see that he went to that spot.
It's okay. You can move up just slightly. I can.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
If I move up one, are we sharing a square?
We can do
here?
that.
I can't tell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right there's great. Yeah. And as I like kind of move forward, I'll kind of like again not really understanding what's happening as I'm just like moving on instinct, but as I do, the souls of those around start to kind of move around me as I cast Spirit Shroud.
Ooh.
For the sake of the viewers at home, what does that do?
It does. It is a bonus action to cast,
Yep.
and it lasts for the next minute.
Okay.
And any attack I hit with deals an extra 1d8 radiant, necrotic, or cold, my choice. And anybody who takes this damage cannot regain hit points till the start of their next turn. And any creature of my choice that starts this turn within 10 feet of me has its speed reduced by 10.
Cool.
So they are going to be almost like glowing, almost like celestial. So they are souls, but not undead. It's almost more like the radiant spirits of those around me. And they all have like a canine feel to them, but not like more like less wolf-like, but more like canine-esque as they kind of stand around me. And I'll pull my rapier out, and I'll make one attack on one.
Okay. Which one?
If one of them that I've hit with one of the Eldritch Blasts is still alive, then I'll do that one first.
So yeah, so that's the one. That's the one to the north there.
Okay. All right. So that's a dirty 20 to hit.
That's a hit.
It's a dirty hit. Also, that was a brilliant description, by the way. But while that was happening, I was getting scared because of what's happening on the map right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, he's describing this epic scene, and all you're like, okay, whatever. You're just like throwing all these bad guys on. It's like,
I should have come off the map again.
It's good. It's good.
I'm
It's good.
controlling
It's all
camera
good.
Don't let him get bored.
It's letting me plan my turn, so it's good.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit.
But anyways, that is 5 piercing damage and 6 radiant damage.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
The 5 piercing damage. Dispatch it.
Okay. And then I will make my second attack as I have the invocation that allows me to make more than one attack.
Yep.
So I will then turn and stab into the other one. Or attempt to, anyway.
It still counts as
Hey,
one.
that's a 21 to hit.
That's a hit.
And that is 6 piercing damage and 5 radiant damage.
Okay. Awesome.
That's the one I hit.
Sorry, how much? 5?
5 piercing and...
That was 6 piercing, 5
Oh,
radiant.
6 piercing, 5 radiant, yeah.
All right. Seydra, you're up.
Oh, it's
Okay.
still alive.
Can I see the 4 of these creatures that are coming in from the north since I am up on a building?
I would say yes.
Wonderful.
I would say you can't see the ones from the east because the building is so
Yeah,
tall.
I wouldn't
But
think
we'll
so.
say that. Yeah. I'll say
So
yes.
I am going to target the, if you say 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
number 2,
Okay.
with my crossbow.
Okay.
Oh my goodness gracious! I am the worst.
It's so fun though when you roll them.
The thing is that I always roll so badly, and nobody ever believes me. And I was rolling badly earlier today too.
True.
Oh, there's belief.
I will
Disbelief that you rolled that,
epically
but-
miss with a 1.
Oh, is it a natural one?
It is.
Oh dear.
Well, actually, no, it's not because
You
I
do
have
fumbles?
my bonus to hit. So no, it's not.
But you're also
But I rolled a 1.
We rolled a
But you're
natural.
also a halfling, right?
Oh, I am a halfling.
Oh my. Dun, dun,
I
dun,
play so many
dun,
characters I forgot. I'm
dun.
lucky. Never mind. Thank you, Dustin. It's like another one. No, I'm
Dustin
kidding.
is much
This
Dustin's
one
much kinder
hits
than I
very
am.
well with a
As a player,
25,
it's good.
25 to hit.
That is a
Well
hit.
done.
Oh, thank goodness. As my arrow hits, and I will do this for initial damage first, but it bursts into multiple arrows because I have my arcane archer ability. And it is going to hit all other creatures within 10 feet of it.
Nice.
Which means all of those guys. So the main one first will take 5 measly points of damage.
That's the first one?
Yes. Okay. But it and all of the rest, so all 4 of them, will take 9 extra points of force damage each.
Nice.
That is my first shot. As a bonus action with my crossbow expert, I will shoot again. And 13 hits.
It sure does. Which one are you targeting?
Same one, unless he's down.
The same second one.
Same second one?
Yeah, okay. Hits.
And he will take an additional 8 points of damage. How does he look?
He is still standing.
My goodness.
Beefy boy.
And then, do I shoot him again, or do I shoot one of the others?
You have options. This is
I
good.
do have options,
Fish,
but
barrel.
I feel like I could probably get the group again. Well, I don't know. Now he knows I'll separate them. But the zombies know.
I'm not that kind of DM.
No, I'll shoot number 1. I'll shoot number 1.
Okay.
Good thing we have a wizard with lots of AoE spells.
And that will hit with a 24.
Look at our wild card over here.
For
Half
another
my
5
crew
points
can shoot
of
fireballs,
piercing
so.
damage.
Okay. Oh, man, so close. You're just like this. And like chunks of meat and flesh are flying
I just
off
picture
it.
like these little crossbows go like Gatling guns.
Hey, look, I have a thing that makes one of the arrows do something. Another.
Oh, I
thing
can't
that's
wait.
Very, very cool.
So I'm speeding up time
sadly, I
here.
can't
You're
use them all the
Gatling
time.
things. This guy's blowing everything up with a green fire.
And I got
all
a
right,
pickaxe.
Gandalf.
You got a pickaxe.
Exactly.
Why'd I even come out of this stupid game, Jason?
No, this is hilarious.
That's great. Okay, back to the baddies. As they. Okay, so the one that is
Official
amidst
sounds.
all of you is going to turn to Loholt.
Oh, sorry. I figured you guys had that
It's
guy.
fine.
As it
You're surrounding.
as you're as you are a gleaming target.
Come at me.
It's going to be a 11 to hit. I'm assuming that is not
Clink
going to
off
hit.
of my.
Natural 1.
Ooh.
Oh, I thought that was gonna be 20. I was actually my heart was kind of racing. I'm like, well, peace, everyone.
Now we're good. I'm going to say that actually, as it reaches out to claw you, as you turn, its arm gets caught in between the plates in your armor, and so now one of its arms is actually caught, and it is currently grappled by your armor.
Gross.
Awkward.
Gross.
Hey, it has a mind
And
of
as
its
it's
own.
pulling off, its skin is like pulling off the bone and
Oh.
off the muscle.
Wow.
Yeah, it's quite the scene.
Woo.
These are going to close in 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, poor Ronald.
Oh, Ronald, no.
No. I'll save him. Maybe.
Dun, 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 dun. Come on with this pickaxe. Hit the dirt. Get stuck trying to pull it out the whole fight.
He would? Yeah, he would be right there. And he would be right there.
Sponsor his goddamn show. He can't give me a magic sword.
I didn't tell you that it was a pickaxe of nuclear explosions. You kill everything.
Pickaxe.
You get thanks for coming on. You get commoner stats and a pickaxe. Thanks for sponsoring.
He's got more than commoners.
I'm being punked here, I think.
It's great. It's so fun. All right.
That's amazing.
These guys are actually going to dash.
Dash, eh?
That is
Look, if you come on D4, I'll at least give you
Dashing,
bandit stats, I
zombies.
promise.
Dashing zombies.
Yeah.
Very
it's
dashing
World
of
War
them.
Z.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. All
Move that
right.
40 feet with a dash.
Oh, that's right. Guys. Well, so they'd be 10 feet back.
Oh.
Oh, I was.
The ghoul does. The ghoul is 10 feet. The zombies are.
I'm sorry, what?
Nothing.
No.
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
Hashtag spoilers.
Spoiler warning. Okay, there. All right. They are just moving up. He attacks. He doesn't attack them. They can't do anything. Back through the initiative order. You guys get a free turn.
Sick.
Ricardo, you're up. Loholt, you're on deck.
Yeah. So I will, believe it or not, drop the pickaxe.
Yeah.
Grab my 2 normal short swords.
Yes.
And I'll come rushing out.
No armor? You're not going to don your armor in
I-
the midst of battle.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't let my brother perish
Yeah,
in the
no.
middle of this. I mean,
No.
that's,
And as you're doing this, some of the villagers are actually flowing into the barracks. And
Oh yeah, we
starting
got
to
to
like,
stop that from happening.
take.
okay. Yeah. Well, then all the more reason I gotta get between them and.
You live here for this long. It happens every night or every new moon. Don't you think maybe you learn how to fight a little bit? We're our support team.
There's so much judgment in you.
I mean, it's true.
I mean,
So you come back
I'm
out.
not wrong.
Yeah, I
I'm
come
not
back out.
wrong.
No. I know how to fight. Thank you. I
this
succeeded
is
my
a grain
swords.
mill, right?
Yes.
Yes, it's a
You
grain
think
mill.
knowing that you're going to get attacked by zombies and not training seems like you're against the grain here.
Oh, dear.
That was a long way around the
That was a
barn, buddy.
That
really
is-
long way around.
Long way around
I
the
had to
granary.
I had to seed it, you know.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Terrible.
That was wheat.
I'm sorry. I did this. My bad.
What
My
were we
bad.
playing again? D&D? What
Yes. Ricardo.
Yes.
What are you
I
doing?
am taking my short swords and I am hacking the living bejesus out of the closest zombie I can find.
This is the closest. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sarah's got it.
Yeah.
She's on it.
Excellent. With a 14 for my first one
That is a hit.
and an 8 for my second one, which isn't nearly
I think
as
that
good.
still hits a zombie, not the ghoul though.
It does.
It does?
It does?
Yeah.
I love it.
Sorry. I
Great.
don't know what
So we got 8 piercing and 7 piercing.
That is enough to dispatch that zombie.
Excellent.
I'm sorry.
And then
Killing
I
big bandits
have
tonight.
the Horde Breaker ability
Yep.
that gives me another attack with the same weapon against a different creature if they're within 5 feet of the original target.
Yeah, that's
so
the
if
one
I
right
got
there.
another one there, yeah.
And this one is the one that's like barely
he's trained.
hanging on to. anything.
Excellent. A 17 to hit,
You just
Yeah.
see Conan come out here and just waste everybody.
8 damage.
See,
8 damage.
I just needed to motivate him
Yeah.
with my my sullen.
Let's be honest,
you know,
Seydra
Right.
softened them up a little bit. With their like.
Let me have my
That's how I
glory.
inspire people, by insulting them,
Yeah.
and it worked.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah, it worked.
That's right. That's right. It's tough love.
It's tough love.
Okay.
Tough love.
That was. Why is this happening? Loholt, you're up.
Okay, what am I
Seydra,
seeing
you're
here?
on- Oh, sorry, Rynn, you're on deck.
What am I
Copy that?
seeing here?
Yeah. So at this point, you see Ricardo kind of burst out of the barracks with these swords, and he starts going to town, and dispatches 2 injured zombies. You are currently beside.
Knowing
It's
that
bluish.
I have an ability that affects initiative, are you a kind DM and would tell me the initiative order of some of those monsters, or do you want me to guesstimate?
Guesstimate.
Damn you. Okay, that's fair enough. So I'll just bring down this marker here for 3. So I have 3 rounds of this celerity left. I'm going to try and finish off this ghoul first
Okay.
by doing a
Who said
swing.
it's a ghoul? Oh yeah, I did.
Sorry,
One
my bad.
person in
My bad.
particular I
This
I-
gaunt, long-tongued.
sorry, I had a little bit of a flub. I meant to say this fool,
Yeah.
and I'm hitting on a 16.
That's a hit.
And I'm going to just hit it normally. I'm only dealing 7 points of damage to it.
Okay.
Is it still kicking?
It still is kicking.
So the cog of time spins around me as the sword rewinds, and I swing at it again with the hasted thing. That's a 19 on the die. I'll just hit it normally. It's going to take another 7.
And it is dispatched.
So it is dead. I'm going to attempt with a bonus action at this point. I'm going to attempt to do something.
Okay.
I'm going to target the ghoul that is about to swarm over on this guy here.
Okay.
And I'm going to twist time, and you're going to see like that sort of Doctor Strange thing come out of my hand. I'm going to try and reverse his time a little bit
Yeah.
and lower him into the initiative order.
Okay.
Sorry, I lied. That's the wrong direction. That'll give him a turn. What's your initiative right now? What's your
15.
initiative? 15?
Yeah.
I'm going to lower his initiative to
His?
below me, so he'll
Okay.
get another turn. I'm going to roll my bardic die, and 15, and I'm 13, correct? Where am I? I'm 13?
You are 11.
11. So I've got to roll 5 or 6, and you'll get another turn.
Wow. I love
1.
this.
So you go down to 14. I'll do it next turn, don't worry. So I
Okay.
spend a bardic die, and I'm slowly twisting time.
Okay.
For now, it does nothing, but in the future, it'll be easier for me
so
to turn.
cool.
That's right. So then I realized that I can't seem to access the veil from here. It's weird. Like I'm
Yeah.
struggling to move time, but
Yeah.
and I break it off, and I will move to intercept and take the brunt of the damage from the bad guys that are
Okay.
in that area. Okay, and that's my turn.
Whereabouts you want to move?
Oh, sorry. I would like to. Yeah, perfect. Right there. Just enough to take the draw off of Ricardo.
Okay. All right. That is Loholt's turn. Rynn, you are up.
All right. I am going to move right next to
Loholt?
right next to Loholt.
Yeah.
Where I can hit someone. Great.
Yeah.
Is that some?
We're gonna say because of the perspective that you're right against that wall.
Okay, great.
That exists.
Yeah, but I can hit that one
Yeah.
diagonal, and there's
Yep.
okay, great. Yeah, and as I do, come moving up as these like canine like spirits kind of move around me, and as I do, I'm going to take the rapier and just pull it down, and as I do, the blade ignites in the green flame as I stab into it.
Nice.
That is a 23.
That's a hit.
If it doesn't hit,
Yeah.
the next action is disengage, retreat.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys, you're on your own.
Yeah.
Womp, womp. It's going to take 4 piercing damage, 1 radiant damage, and 5 fire damage.
Holy crap.
And then
And a partridge
It's a
in the
nice
pear tree.
array, at least.
Yeah, it's a nice
Yeah.
array.
Yeah.
and
Roll
then the flame is immediately going to jump to the one directly next to it, and we'll take 1 fire damage.
Okay.
Primo.
To the
3 ones
It's
on
a,
that.
it's a slow roast.
to one of the
Slow
zombies
roast.
beside it.
Yeah, one of the zombies beside it.
It's a slow roast.
Sorry, 1.
1. Yep.
Great.
3 1s and a 5 on
I love
that
it. I love
array.
it. Yeah, it's the curse of the DM that ends up playing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. All that karma comes back. Okay. Seydra, you're up. Actually, Seydra, can you give me I'm not even gonna give you a perception check, because you're higher than everyone else. In between the buildings, in the distance, you actually see a silhouette, and the mists are kind of in the distance, and in the moonlight, you see them undulating around this individual, short, and you watch as it kind of cocks its head to the side, and you see strands of hair, and you can't make out any sort of features or anything like that, but child-sized.
And with long hair?
Yeah.
I'm going to immediately think that this is my cousin.
Okay.
Because child size,
Yeah.
it's me,
Long
and
hair.
I was just with her, and I have an oath to protect her.
Yeah.
And so, how far away?
Hundreds of feet, like 200 feet.
Okay.
Like on the edge of the granary area in the distance.
Would I jump down and run? I wouldn't be able to get to her, and I know I'm a smart fighter, so I know that there are zombies there. So I'm gonna still take an action until she gets closer, but then I will probably move that way. So I don't see these other fools down in the bottom, right?
No.
Okay, then I'm going to continue to shoot the ones that are around. So number 1.
Go ahead.
That's a 16.
That is a
And
hit.
he'll take
A lot of 1s for damage today.
4 points of damage.
That's
Feel
enough.
you.
Good. I know I've already hit these guys so much, and so have they. So,
Yeah.
all right. So then, my crossbow expert will make my other one go off to shoot number 2, with a 24 to hit.
It's a hit.
6 points of damage,
Yep. Got it.
and there's one more, right?
Hang on.
And so my
I think
second.
no, you know what? We killed one and I didn't take it off the map.
Oh,
There are no
Well,
more
never mind.
zombies there. But
I
you
will
could,
save
but
that
no, but you
19
can-
for later.
No, but you can attack the ghoul that's standing
Yeah,
there.
Oh, the ghoul. Yeah.
19 will-
Okay. Yeah.
19,
Cool, very
valid.
So 27 to hit,
That's it's, jeez.
and
There we go.
8 points of damage.
It goes down.
Wow.
I'm like, should I use
Gatling
my,
gun
I'm
over
like, should I
here.
use my bursting again or something?
like,
that
no,
extra?
yeah.
I'm
you,
glad I
you-
didn't.
you turn your attention off that girl, and you fire and you
Oh, it
look
is a
back
girl.
and she's gone.
I know, like actually crushed, and I feel like I've now broken my oath. So we'll see how that plays out for me next.
Yeah, but as the bolt like comes by my ear as it slams into the zombie in front of me, I just look back and like give you a wink as you like just take it down and nod.
Yeah.
But
But
then
you hear me
notice
shout
your-
out, like,
yeah, but then,
Rosie!
yeah, and then I notice that and I turn towards that direction.
Okay. At this point, Ronald kind of gathers himself as all of this was happening around him, and he runs towards the barracks.
And the rest of the citizens are making their way?
Have funneled their way now into
Are there
So
any
everybody
more
is inside that one
The north-
building
the
now.
northwest
Great.
building.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll take it.
around the perimeter? No.
and you all hear the shambling sounds and voices of the creatures coming around the south end, as they're not really trying to be quiet at all. Weird. They're going to move some more too. There we go.
Man, there's a lot of these guys. It's like the law of attrition.
Yeah, I look at Ricardo. All right, fair. You're right.
I'm not going to say I told you so.
Ricardo,
That's
you're up.
fair.
Loholt, you're on deck.
Okay.
Okay. Now I will go don my armor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. All right. So you're going to go into the building,
Yep.
and you're going to.
I'll ask everybody to turn away for a second.
Yeah. What type of armor is it?
Leather.
All right. That is your turn, Loholt.
You ever try putting on a leather strap in fast? Like, for some reason, the tag always falls and the little tooth goes in the wrong direction. You're like, oh my God. So I see these zombies coming, right?
Yeah.
All right. Do I have enough movement to get up to that, what do you call it, Rams with Fool? Do I have
to the one at the bottom?
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 puts you right on U1.
Oh, wow. Well, that's where the hole is.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go where the hole is. Yeah, okay, you know what? I will do that. I will move over to the other side of the hole so that they have to swarm around it.
Yeah, so it's like 35, 40 feet away.
Yeah, okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go stand, try and intercept as much space between the swarm of baddies and Seydra. And I'm going to...
It's right here, I guess.
Yeah, I'm going to...
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll move over there. And then I guess, how do you do hold actions and stuff? Like hold an attack?
So you can ready an action. So you can ready an action to and give me a trigger. So when something comes, within 5 feet, I attack it with something.
Actually, I think I've got enough distance to cast Shatter and center it right on the one zombie so I can get all of them, I believe.
Good call.
That's good.
Yeah,
The one
I
in the middle?
I just realized I've got some bard in me. Yes, I believe Shatter.
It's like a 20-foot radius, I think.
Yeah, it's a pretty big radius. It's a 20-foot radius.
20-foot cube, one of the...
Shatter, here it is. I can do a range 60 feet, so I'm still going to maintain my position where I am.
Yep.
It is a sudden loud noise, blah, blah, blah. 3d8, and it is a 10-foot radius. So it should be able to connect with
Yep,
all of them.
all of them.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, Shatter it goes.
Okay.
So what you'll see from me is I'll run over and you'll see me take my sword and I hoist up the light, do a big shine, and I shake the sword, and some of the particles of light go flying over, and then when they hit the ground and sink in quietly. And for a moment, as they shamble over top, it just blows up
Okay.
into a burst of thunderous light.
What's the saving throw?
It is a saving throw. I'm sorry. Constitution saving throw, please.
And what's the DC?
My DC is 15.
2 zombies fail, and the ghoul and the zombie succeed.
Okay, so inanimate objects and all that fun stuff have to, if they're constructs, they get disadvantage.
Yep.
Other stuff like glass and wood and stuff gets all shattered apart, and they will be taking 11 points of thunder damage.
Okay, and half for...
Half if you've succeeded your save.
Yep. Okay.
And I will hold my celerity action for when they enter my square. I'll make the attack.
Okay.
And attack. Whichever first one that enters any threatened square of mine.
All right.
And that is that action. And I'm burning through spells like a Teenagers.
It's all right. We've only got 11 hours and 45
Teenagers'
minutes.
first
Night
time.
to go. You'll be fine.
Rynn,
It's
you're
been
up.
like 7 seconds. Like, what are you talking about?
Rynn, you're up. Seydra, you're on deck.
All right. I am going to move as far as I can. So I'll move 30 feet, kind of going around the large hole. But as I know it's not enough to get there. But as I get toward the end of my movement, I am going to just kind of like look around as I step and just kind of dissipate into shadow as I'll misty step behind them.
Ooh, very nice. And then behind, all the way behind them?
With the 30 feet away, whoever I can. I'll actually put myself in between the ghoul and the one. So I'm
Okay, yeah, right above the zombie. Yeah.
Yep.
Beautiful.
and I will come in with
Betting on some will saves there.
a yeah, I think I'm just gonna attack
'cause I was just gonna drop my-
normally. Yeah, I'll attack normally. So first attack on the ghoul.
Okay.
Oh man, it's a 13 to hit.
It's a hit.
Okay.
Yep, that's a hit.
That's it. Okay. That's not
Nice.
bad. 10 piercing and 2 radiant.
Okay.
And then second attack, 8 to hit. Will not hit.
Will not hit.
Yep.
Second one goes wide.
Yep.
All right.
Have any
Seydra, you're up.
movement left there, buddy?
No. But I'll stay there.
Seydra, you're up.
Not worried.
You're not worried?
No, I'm lucky.
Am I okay to do my thing?
Yeah, do your thing.
Okay. Then I am going.
Citizen.
Do your thing. It's all good. I'm good.
Zombie number 1 is my target.
The one on the
So
yep.
top left.
Yep.
Right? Because 10 feet, 10 feet. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, and it will hit with a 22 on this guy, and he's going to take, at first, 8 points of damage.
Okay.
And then you see the arrow again shatter
all good.
and basically burst out into all of the other creatures
Yep.
within 10 feet
Good.
of him.
Yes.
Good. No, it's fine.
This is where she rolls max damage.
And
Yeah.
they each take no, it's me, of course.
Yeah.
They each take 4 measly points of damage.
4 points.
But
Got
it's
it?
something. And then
One of them goes down.
Oh.
nice. Which one?
For some reason, this isn't working. There we go. Which was the one that you attacked, Rynn?
I attacked the ghoul.
You attacked the ghoul.
Yeah.
Why do I have damage off zombies?
I shattered them all, and some of them made saves, and some of them didn't.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, so that shatter hit.
That's
so
why.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that one is gone.
There we go.
Sorry, and how many points? 4 points each?
4 points each.
Yeah, I forgot about the shatter. I was like, what happened?
Yeah.
Jeez. Forgettable.
And then
Yep.
for my my crossbow expert
Yep.
goes to the ghoul. 18.
That's a hit.
All right. He'll take 7 points of damage.
Okay.
Second action.
That's enough. He goes down.
He goes down? Okay, well then I'm hitting another zombie then with an 18.
Yep.
With 7 points of piercing damage.
And that zombie goes down.
There's one
I
zombie
kind of
left.
like this G1 spot.
Yeah, it's good. That's good.
Pretty good.
Which,
We refer to
I was
that
gonna
as
say,
the
would you
sniper
say it's
tower.
I said what I said.
I said what I
Just like I'm like
looks like you found it.
pulling out shrapnel, giving you a thumbs up.
What's that hole then in the ground where you is? What does that mean?
here. All right. All right. This
I am not going to touch that.
this zombie continues to shamble up to Rynn. It's going to make a wisdom saving throw to attack. It rolls a 13.
Nope.
Keeps going.
I did not attack it, so it it says it actually it says it moves the attack to another target. If there is none, that attack is wasted.
So it can't move again?
No, it can move.
Yeah.
But it doesn't try to attack me.
It does try?
but that attack is wasted.
Oh, wow. Okay, so
Yeah.
it can actually attack another creature.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I'll read you
Got
what
it.
it says
Yeah.
precisely. On a failure, they must choose a new target or waste the attack or spell. So.
Okay.
I imagine that they can still move and if they can get to someone else, can attack. But if
Can
not-
attack. Okay, so they can attack, but yeah. got
If
it.
they can get there.
If they can get there. Yep. All right, good stuff.
I will take my attack of opportunity though.
You absolutely
Oh,
will.
Wow, that's what a great thing
Yeah.
in Ravenloft for sure.
17 on the die. And
Yep.
It's gonna hit. And its speed is reduced by 10, just being within 10 feet of me as well, just because of my spirit shroud.
Okay.
Just erase the logo.
Just
I do pass my con save or my concentration check for taking the shrapnel damage. But that is 7 points of piercing and 8 points of radiant.
as it tumbles into a number of pieces onto the ground.
That's awesome. It's a cartwheel of body parts.
The
So-
area goes silent.
That's what you were worried about?
Yeah,
That's nothing.
he takes his
Hang on.
Loholt takes his sword and goes, "Really? This scary place provides that." I have taken 9 points of damage. Does anyone need any healing?
I'm like,
I'm fine. You guys should come up here.
yeah, I could use a little something.
Sorry.
Nice shot, Seydra.
I'll put 9 points of lay on hands on myself, and then how much do you need?
I mean, just a couple scratches. So
So how much do you want? 5?
if you have it, you don't have to.
Yeah, I've got it. I'll put
Okay.
5 into you.
I'll take it.
I'm
Lay on
down
hands.
7 if you're, handing
Right.
out Halloween candy.
No, actually, I lied. So yeah, I won't take 9 to myself.
Because
5
we're
into you.
out of initiative, I'm going to say that you have your armor on now.
Okay,
I'll
thank
put
you.
I'll put 6 into you. I
Okay.
won't put any into myself, and I'll leave 1 point of lay on hands, which I've learned, for when a companion goes down. You're like, boom, get up.
About to say, I imagine you learned that. the
It's
hard way.
one, yeah, the hard way. Yeah.
Yep.
I guess time is flowing, so my time stuff will wear off.
Yeah, and my attacks are all magical. Just I forgot to mention that because pack magic. If it's mattered.
Everybody's safe.
For now.
We'll look.
Now
around.
what do we do?
Get to the walled city.
We have time.
I
The,
don't know.
the hordes of undead gather around.
Where are you guys gathering
Lakar.
right now? Sorry, because you're in the
Oh.
barracks,
Oh,
and you
I
guys
understood.
are all
Sorry.
I figure
outside.
we all
We'll go
might
to
I have
the-
no
we'll
idea
go
what
to
you're
the-
talking about.
Because it would have taken time for you to put on your armor, so we would
Yeah.
have met.
Yeah.
I imagine would have met back.
Okay,
in
so you're all
there.
Sure, if
converging
there's nothing
into.
around.
I'll stand by
Yeah.
the door so I can talk. I can hear them talking and lean back to say something, and also keep an eye out into the area.
Perception check.
For sure.
Where do you want to be, Seydra?
I'll climb down and go in
Ooh.
with them so we can talk and make a plan.
Okay. And,
But I'm visibly shaken.
yeah, and I'll
I saw my cousin out there. I think it had to have been her.
You said you were with her.
For her
right?
sake, I hope you didn't.
I saw her. I saw somebody that looked like me. Maybe.
I didn't see it. I don't know.
What'd you roll?
So I'm looking, and I realize I can't see anything, and then I realize, oh, the light is still on my sword. So I turn the light off
Yeah.
and try to adjust my eyes. I roll
Yeah.
a 1.
Yeah.
So my perception's 5. But
Yeah.
instead, I'm going to invoke a feat that we have in our thing called timeout, and I'm
Yeah.
going to go into a meditative stance.
Yeah.
I'm considered stunned for the next round. So if anything surprises us,
Yeah.
have fun. But
Okay.
I'm stunned for the next round, and I'm getting the equivalent of a partial short rest. It'll get back my channel divinity.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh.
It's called timeout, but I'm stunned. I can do it in the middle of combat, but the stun effect is really bad or it's paralyzed. Is it paralyzed? It's paralyzed. Paralyzed. Sorry, I'm paralyzed for a round.
Okay. Wow. Rynn.
Yeah.
Where do you want to be?
Probably like just in the doorway.
Yeah. Okay.
Of the barracks, just so I
So with
can
Loholt. Okay.
yeah, just so I can where I can still talk to people but
Perception
still
check as well?
look out. Okay. All right, I'm also going to activate
That's how I'll get my hit points back.
knowledge from a past life, which will allow me to add a d6 to my roll.
My God. I have a pickaxe.
You got two
Yeah.
short swords. What are you talking about?
You have
But-
swords.
But you were like Paul Bunyan and those zombies with the
Um,
trees.
22.
22.
Yeah.
All right. So with the 22, as you're speaking to them in the doorway, so you're all kind of gathered in the doorway. All of the workers are all kind of under their beds, and they're starting to build a barricade kind of against the back wall of all of the beds.
Great idea.
And they're blocking the windows with beds, and they're just clearing an area where they can be safer. And Ronald's helping them do this. Rynn, you look through the door to them. So the two of them are standing there. Loholt is beside you, and he's paralyzed. And as you look through, there's a window on the far end of the door, and you watch, and you see that there's a face or a head that is peering into the window through directly in your guys' direction. And you see that there is a hint of blonde hair that has fallen kind of to the side. And as you watch, the face goes back past the window.
And as I see this, there's like almost like a flash in my mind as I kind of have this quick, almost like memory lapse as it goes, and I'm in a almost like a similar situation, kind of leaning up, and I look over, and there is a short halfling who has a wand out as he's just like smiling, looking over, and there's another halfling who's got like alchemy vials in her hands that getting ready to throw, and there is an elf kind of like perched up with a bow taking aim, and we're all kind of like barricaded in a similar building, and there is undead kind of moving in, and Rynn kind of looks over and says, "All right, you win the bet this time, Darwin." And I flash back as I'm like, saw something blonde hair over there, and kind of point towards that.
Yeah.
To other.
Yeah. And you realize it was child size.
Yeah.
According to the window, and then obviously you remember what.
Yeah. Does your cousin have blonde hair?
No, she has like reddish hair.
My sister has blonde hair.
Then
My sister is my sister. I go running out. I mean,
Okay.
Wait, I'm at the door. I've probably come out at this point.
How long does it last?
A round.
Okay. Sure.
So I'll come out.
Yep.
I'll just be like, wait. I thought you said she was dead.
she's missing. She's been missing since the granary collapsed.
All
She's
right.
out there. She's out there.
All right, let's go.
Okay, so you burst out.
Yeah, yeah.
You kind of run around the south side of the building.
I
You
stay
all
close.
follow, and as you come around, there is nothing on that side. But you do see a clump of blonde, kind of scraggled hair on the ground, just outside the window.
Look like hers?
Yeah.
Like that.
It's the same color as your sister's hair. Yeah.
Okay.
Is your sister a halfling?
No.
Is your sister a child?
Yes.
Divine sense. 60-foot radius. Do I detect any undead, fiends, celestials? There are no more dead walking near us now.
I'd say there's a hint of celestial coming off of me.
Oh, that wasn't there before. Oh, I
You
said,
hear a giggle in the distance.
did you all hear that? Did we all hear that?
That's creepy.
Did it sound like my sister?
Inside check.
Oh, damn it.
No, inside check. Give me an inside check.
Oh, inside
yeah,
check.
yeah,
Oh, I
yeah.
thought you said inside joke.
That's
No,
what I
no,
heard.
no,
I was like,
inside
"Sorry, I got left out of this one." You wish you knew.
It's
Yeah,
an inside
right.
joke between Jason and
14.
Jason.
14. It's very reminiscent of your sister's laugh.
Oh my God. I
Call for her.
yeah. I
Ronald
call
is
for
inside. He hasn't heard
Eleanor, bright eyes, bright eye, Eleanor, come to me.
this. And Ronald
You're
hears
not
this.
safe out there.
Ronald runs out and he says, "What do you mean? Is she here?"
I heard her.
Ronald,
he
stay
runs
here.
out the
Ronald,
door.
and I'll try to grab him.
Okay, grapple check.
Yeah.
Athletics.
Athletics, 17.
Okay, that's enough.
So I
And
grab hold of his.
It's hard to
collarbone.
hold him, but
yeah, I
you
yank back and
have
be
him.
like, "Don't be a fool.
Persuasion check.
Let us handle this. We'll find her." 15.
Okay.
We'll find
calms.
her. Relax. If you go out there and more of these things come out, you will die. We can handle this, especially him and her. Nothing survives the Gatling.
A lot of that's over now, unfortunately, unless we have some time for me to take a rest.
Yeah, same.
A short one.
I doubt
Okay, well, right now.
So
Right
yeah,
now
so
it's quiet.
I'll let
I mean,
you-
I'll,
let you
I'll
run.
tell Ronald
it. Should
to stay and protect the others, but
Okay.
I'm going out.
Go call for her and find her.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going.
What do we
out
want to
there.
do? Do we want to stay back?
Okay.
Yeah, as far
What are
as
the rest
I
of you
dare.
doing?
I mean, I'm human, so I'm gonna have to bring a light
Sure.
with me. I'll bring a torch.
You're going
Yep.
out there?
My sister's out there.
What if it's not your sister?
What
my
if
mother,
it was your cousin? Would you go out there?
I hand this to you.
Yes, but my mother has told me some bedtime stories about
Oh, dear God.
these creatures
Your
that can, mimic people that aren't the real
Ronald says,
people
"Your
you think
mother
it
is a horrible person that has seen a lot of horrible things."
Hey, I am who I am today because of these stories.
I can't take the time. I have to
I
go.
cast light, and I hand it to you.
Ooh, nice.
Lost.
Down the hole it goes.
Devin!
Lost,
Devin!
lost through the
Fetch
crevice.
me the dagger, Devin. Thank you.
Lost through the crevice.
Let's try this again.
Wait,
Ready?
All right,
there it is. All right.
The
Take it
funniest
from the
part of
top.
it is
Take
that
it from
the
the
All
top.
camera
right,
is not
3, 2,
catching
1,
any of
and
that.
action. You now have a glowing dagger.
All right, I love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
A
You run
glider.
out. And where would you like to go and search?
Whatever direction I heard the laughter
Perception
coming from.
check.
Yeah.
What do the rest of you do while he's searching? Well, he's beginning to search.
I will silent speech into the child's head, saying, Eleanor, if that is you, come back to the barracks.
Do you just put it out?
I
and
can put
then-
it out so it's any creature within 30 feet. I can then speak telepathically to,
Okay,
but
so
I need to
you-
know which one I'm.
Yeah, so you can sense them. You don't have to see them because
I don't have to see them.
Okay,
I
so
do have to share a language.
yeah,
with
so
them.
you connect. You start to connect, and it like pinpoints everyone kind of around you, and there is no child in the vicinity of the 30
Yeah,
feet.
that's what I thought. And so now I'll just do it in his head. She's not there. Come back. It's an illusion. That's what you hear in your head, echoing in your head.
I mean, she's probably right, but I can't just leave her out there without trying. 17 perception.
17.
Haven't you ever watched any no. Hasn't your mother ever told you
Hasn't your
any
mother ever
bedtime
told you any
stories?
bedtime stories?
What crawls into the darkness of the night?
On the wind to the east,
Yeah.
you hear a familiar sound.
Oh man.
You. I don't
Carl, get back in the house.
Carl.
Carl.
You hear. You hear a humming voice,
God.
singing a familiar song from your childhood. It was a song that your mother used to sing to you all to put you to sleep.
Wow. See, your mother told you things too.
Yeah, she sang songs. Not stories about horrible things crawling around at night.
My mother read to me. It's
And you hear it just on the wind to the east. Distant, but you hear it.
But I know my mother is dead, so it must be my sister. I'll continue to follow it.
Okay, so you start to head east.
Yeah.
And you head-
While that's happening, I'm just going to do a perimeter walk around the building a couple times just to make sure everything's secure and safe.
Okay.
Check some of the windows.
Okay, perception check.
E-I-O, 13.
Nothing. Nothing out of the ordinary.
What if I had a 15 or 16? What would I get? No, this is
More.
What if I lied?
yeah, perfect answer. More. It's like, oh.
More. Yeah,
take
exactly. All right. And Ronald runs out. Once he realizes he's looking for his sister, he joins you and he runs out.
Okay.
Ronald. What are you doing?
I'm probably gonna. I think I'm gonna try to get high ground just to see if I can see.
Oh, shit. Vader's in trouble.
I'm gonna see if I can see, like, just kind of look out. into the
Whereabouts
darkness.
high ground would you like?
On the the barracks, like staying.
Okay, so you want to climb up onto the roof of
Yeah,
D3?
if I
Okay.
can.
Okay,
Which
yeah.
way did they run?
To the east, so along the north end of the granary towards G7.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna look out that way.
Okay.
Just to see in the direction and have a decent vantage.
Yeah, and you watch as they kind of run and they stop at the pyre, and it's still smoldering and it's still smoke rising. And when you get to that location, it stops. The singing stops.
Oh, no.
I call out for her again. Please come back. Please come back. You're not safe out there. Nothing.
And Ronald, kind of, you tell that his eyesight goes to the funeral pyre, realizing that is where he just burned the body of his mother. Welcome to Ravenloft, everyone.
Bitch. I will carefully approach the pyre.
Oh, no.
Okay, investigation check.
Yep.
I have a daughter named Eleanor.
Do you?
Yeah, that's great. All right, Ellie, if you're watching, you're going to be in the pyre. No, I'm kidding.
15.
Jeez.
I'm kidding. She plays D&D. She's good. She's 9.
She have blonde hair?
15?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you
Estonian.
find the remains of your mother,
Okay.
and pretty much half of her body is covered by debris and soot and other bodies, and it's a mess. And the smell is almost debilitating. Give me a. So what I gave you an investigation check. Is that right?
Yeah.
What was it?
Yeah. 15. I think.
15. Yeah. With that 15, you notice that half to 3/4 of your mother's body is burned. But you do see that the chain is hanging off her neck, and you can see that there's a key on it, and a familiar key that you know is
Right. Okay. I'll take the key.
Okay, so you're gonna head up. I want you to give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Yeah.
My wife just said in chat that my daughter's watching.
Oh no! I'm sorry.
It's okay, Eleanor. It's a different Eleanor.
You got some ground to make up,
This
son.
isn't the stream for children.
It's okay. She's got
It's a 10.
superpowers.
What's that?
Oh, and yes, 10.
Okay. So
It's gross as
you
hell.
reach out,
Yeah.
Good timing.
and you're having a hard time touching the remains of your mother.
Yeah.
Ronald at this point has turned around, and he's like yakking all over the ground.
Yeah.
He grabs you by the shoulder and says, "Please,
All
please
right.
stop.
You're
Don't
right. It's not worth it. It's
let her
not
be.
worth it. But
Let her be."
she's. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, I can't.
Where are
Oh, what kind of check? Give me a medicine check.
Drink.
Go ahead. While you're doing that.
we? What are we doing? Where are you?
Yeah.
Nat
I'm
20.
Hey.
Where are you? Oh, wow.
You are convinced that she is not probably burnt enough
Yeah.
to not come back.
Great. Torch.
Yeah.
Meet my mother.
Okay. So you reach in, you're able to start to kind of bring yourself together,
Yeah.
and you watch your fingers beginning to twitch. And Ronald from behind you says, "Mother, is that you?" And she starts to kind of like stop you and start to grapple your arm as you have a torch out before her.
Heroes!
He's like, "She's coming back. Don't do it.
We
Please.
have to.
Please."
We have to. You know what she'll come back like.
Athletics check.
Yeah.
Well,
So can I Eldritch Blast?
Yes. What's the range on
It's 120
Eldritch
I'm
Blast?
going to blast his mom.
It's 120 feet.
Yeah, am I close enough?
You absolutely are. The question is can you actually? It's a called shot in the pyre, so I'm going to say
Got
with disadvantage
'Kay.
because of
Yeah.
I will-
If
I will
I hit
shout-
Ronald, I
yeah.
hit Ronald.
yeah.
Can
yeah.
I? Can I? I can't.
Roll a natural one
that's
and
an
we'll find
attack roll,
out.
right? Can you use Bardic Inspiration for that? I can't remember if you use it for attack roll.
You can use
No,
yeah,
it's
it's
yeah.
yeah.
So I will shout and give you inspiration. Be like, you must do something to help him, or she'll come back.
Yeah.
And I'll give you a
And we're out
D6
of
Bardic
initiative,
Inspiration.
so it
cool, that's
we'll
fine,
allow it to happen.
I'll add your D6. 2 is 9. That's 16.
Okay, 16 is enough. Roll damage.
It is going to be 13 damage. 13 force damage. Just to kind of
Okay.
at least just like to blow her back to, you know.
Yeah.
I know she needs fire, but
Sure. So as you're doing this, energy shoots out from the direction of the barracks, and her body begins to like react as like it's not good as it sizzles and
Years of
smokes.
therapy for me
And
Ronald.
Ronald just screams and just like falls into a puddle on the ground, heaving and crying. And as you look up, you see a silhouette through kind of the smoke and the fire that's reminiscent of your sister
What?
as she watches. And she stands some maybe 50 feet past the fire. And again, the smoke kind of passing in front.
Uh-huh.
Her form kind of distorted by the heat from the fire, but you can tell. And she kind of looks at you, and she looks down, and then she like cocks her head to the side, and you can see now that she is quite pale, and there are clumps of hair that have fallen out.
Oh my God.
Her clothes are bloodied
crazy.
and dirty. She's barefoot and mud basically up to her knees as she stands kind of motionless and just stares in your direction.
Eleanor, you're hurt. Come back to us.
She kind of takes a few steps back, and the mist kind of gathers up in front, and she's gone.
where did you say that she went missing? when you said earlier?
I mean, it was when the granary collapsed. I lost track of her, and then when we regathered, she was gone.
Okay.
But she wasn't near the granary when it collapsed.
At this point, give me a perception check to see if you saw it as well.
I probably did not. I'm far away.
Natural 20.
Yeah, you saw it. And so you saw this figure kind of step back and then out.
All right, I'm gonna in that direction. Where is that the same direction that she saw her as well?
No.
When she saw it?
No.
Different direction.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to actually look around and just see, even like from my vantage point. I want to look for a body on the ground. I want to look to see if I can see something away from here. I'm looking for her body.
For
Eleanor's body.
okay, investigation check.
Because you got good sight for darkness.
I see. Perfect. I'm going to knowledge of a past life. Investigation, that is a 21 total.
Okay. A 21. The only bodies that you see gathered are the ones that are scattered and in the funeral pyre.
Yeah, I'm looking for one not like I'm looking like out into the field, like
Yeah.
into the grass,
Yeah.
into the land, just seeing if I can catch anything.
Yeah.
Any
What are you-
hint
what
of
are you looking
blonde,
for?
anything
What
like
did you
that.
see?
Currently, nothing.
Okay. Again, there's that flash of a vision, like from the past, and it's sitting around a table, 2 halflings, an elf, 2 dwarves, and then kind of looking, sharing a pint over stuff, a pile of gold in the center. And you can see there is a coin with a like woman's face on it that Rynn's like flipping between. He can look like he's flipping it between his hands, and it flashes back, and he will kind of look and just looking around, like trying to find something. And you say that, and he says, "I'm looking for her body."
Perhaps I can assist. I'll make my way out to find him. I'll go further into this darkness area.
How long do you guys want to take looking? How
Well,
long
when
do
I
you
get
wanna
out there, I'm
search?
just going to try and divine sense again, because
Sure.
if it can rise again, I should be able to detect it. Do I detect any undead?
Currently, no.
All right. what's
Is there
that?
any
Ominous.
movement in the pyre
Currently,
now?
no.
Currently, no.
One of my favorites.
Currently,
Apparently,
Perception
you see
check on
nothing.
that?
Yeah. It's a 19.
Currently, no.
Thank you.
And
You're a bad man.
how long are they all out here?
Currently?
Currently,
Yes. How long have they been out? I'd say about 10 minutes at this point.
Yeah.
10, 15 minutes.
Where are you still in
this
the
is,
house?
this is almost like resting time. Just
Yeah.
saying.
We
Yeah.
could, yeah, rest time.
Alright.
Yeah, okay.
If there's nothing around,
Yeah.
you guys are just effing around outside, like
Save point.
Doing
I
You've,
agree.
whatever.
you've
I'm
been
just saying-
short resting for 10, 15 minutes.
I'm
so far.
yeah, I'm
You're
I'm just
15
hanging
minutes
out.
into your short rest.
Just if it happens, it happens, right? If it's
Agreed.
interrupted, sure. But other than that, I want to formally say that I need my short rest.
Agreed.
I do too, but it's
We need you to have your short rest.
I really need it.
I would like my spell slots back, but it's all good. I'm gonna
Okay.
if nothing shows up, but I mean, yeah, Rynn's gonna. When's the last place you saw her? Where's the last place you saw her?
She was by the barracks. Right. We were loading up the granary cart. She was supposed to be in the barracks. I saw her
I'm
go back to the
gonna-
barracks, and then the granary collapsed.
I want to go over to where he found the clump of hair, and I want to see if I can find tracks or something that.
Survival check. Okay, so who's resting?
Not
You.
me.
Okay.
Not me, I'll hold watch.
Until you call me because you need me,
'Kay.
I will be doing that.
We'll call you maybe.
16.
16. You see childlike footprints leading out from where the hair was, and they head towards kind of the corner of the building, and they go around the building.
I'm following them.
Okay, so you come around the corner and you look, and it takes 1, 2, 3, and then no footprints.
What do you see?
And I'll point out footprints, kid-like,
And they
but
disappear.
they just stop here, and I'm like looking up, looking around.
Yeah,
like,
so I look at the wall.
yeah, looking at the wall to see if there's like.
Could she have climbed?
With that survival check, no. Nothing.
Okay, yeah, it's like she
No
just
sign.
vanished.
Where I come from, some are able to slip in and out of the veil. Ethereal. Perhaps she is slipping in and out of whatever this is.
I mean, currently yes, but I'm not tracking that. I'm looking for where she was. Because if she has turned, then I'm looking for her body to burn it.
If she's turned and she's wandering around, then it will be
Assuming
something that the other will not be happy with.
assuming that her body is not, assuming she is a spirit and her body is here, that's what, yeah.
Perhaps we could match these prints with something further out.
I don't know.
From behind you at the pyre, you hear, Ricky, right behind you.
Turn around.
Turn around, and she's standing right behind you, like a foot behind you.
Like a foot behind me?
Yeah. And she goes, shh. Don't tell them I'm here.
Honey, they're here to protect us. They will help us.
No.
Yes. Yes. Can I use a persuasion check or
Insight.
insight? Terrible. I'm completely befuddled.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
There's something about her that is off. Something that you have not seen before. And she says, I'm hungry.
We have food. We can take care of you. Something's wrong. Something's hurt you, but we can take care of you.
She says, Mother was not enough.
Well, we could talk about Mother later.
At this point, Ronald is actually sleeping. Like he's
like
like
comatose?
collapsed and is actually like you can hear him heavy breathing. Like it's been too much and he's literally passed out.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, but she looks completely solid. Like
She's corporal.
for the
Yeah,
hair.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like and again, clumps have fallen out. She looks like she's been in the wilderness for days.
okay.
And she says, it's cold, and I've been out here for how long? How long has it been?
Not long, but let us take care of you. We have people here who can heal you, who can make you better. You need clothes and protection. I'll reach out and can I touch her? Does
Yeah,
she-
and as you touch her, her skin is cold, and you're not sure if it's because of the weather. And she reaches out and she embraces you. Do you allow her to do that?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, you do.
Yes,
Yeah,
I do.
you
Yeah,
do.
you do.
Yeah.
Athletics check.
Oh no.
That's a 10.
Okay. You feel her kind of like squeeze,
Yeah.
and for a moment you think this isn't my sister. Like something is off.
Uh-huh.
And you start to pull back, and immediately you feel claws dig into
Yep.
your back and hold you still. And it kind of brings you to, it snaps you out of it, realizing this isn't right. This is not my sister, and you get this nefarious sense from it. It like stuck to my hand and attacked me.
Save.
You take 5 points of slashing damage from the claws in your back. You are now grappled,
Yeah.
and she rears her head back and opens her jaw, and immediately you see these fangs that exist, and she digs her fangs into you. Armor class?
Listen to mom.
Listen to mom.
Okay,
Listen
so
to
with
Mom.
a 13,
Mother knows best.
Mother.
that is an absolutely a hit. It is 7 points of damage.
Wait till the saving throws start coming.
4 necrotic
She wouldn't
damage.
do that to me. Uh-huh.
And your hit point maximum is reduced by 4.
Anything else there?
Back to you guys.
Kind and fair DM.
Yes. As you kind of you're around the corner of the building, you don't know what to do.
Do we hear anything of this nature?
I think at just at this point-
Saydra's crocheting
I
in
think,
the
I think,
room.
I think I'll, like we'll
I
Just like
don't-
this is
Did he, I
Ravenloft.
mean, did he scream? Like I,
No,
if I didn't hear anything,
Like
I got
a
it.
little
So
girl.
yeah, so I think I
Did
think
you?
Yeah. Now
well, if you scream,
We're like,
my sister is biting me.
I don't know. You could just be like,
as we're like walking back around and going, and I just look up and I go, found it.
Yeah. You hear him. You hear a blood curdling scream
Yeah.
come from towards the
Yeah.
pyre.
And I look up, found it.
Yeah.
how long has it been?
Brilliant work.
About 20 minutes.
Damn it. Okay, fine. I'll go
Yeah,
outside.
yeah.
I'll run
tried.
around the corner
Okay.
and see where that scream came from.
Yeah. So you all run around the corner.
See the glowing dagger?
What's that?
He's got the glowing dagger.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So the glowing dagger's on the ground at this point.
Yeah.
Just out of, or maybe in your hand still, but it's against
no,
the
I'd
ground.
probably put it down to hug her.
Yeah, you probably did. You wouldn't hug her with a dagger. Why would you do that?
No,
She's
she's
your
my
sister.
sister.
Yep.
As the screen happens, you watch as Ronald kind of turns up and sees this vision of his sister biting his brother, and he passes out. Immediately he passes out. And you all kind of run out, and immediately the base of the mill begins to undulate.
Wow.
What
And you
the
hear
hell?
and you feel this tremor beginning
There it
to
is. I was waiting on
emanate
it. There it is.
from the area that the crevice was. You also hear
Yep.
the sound of
Horses
as
are
you
coming
watch
back.
the
We didn't burn the
Oh no,
horses
we didn't
horses.
burn the horses.
begin to come out
Yes.
of the rubble.
While this is happening, you come out to the door, and I'm standing by the door frame, and I lean over and I say, "And what has your mother told you about this?"
Wow.
You also hear the funeral pyre
Oh.
begins to
Mwah.
move as
Mwah.
you over your sister's shoulder.
Uh-huh.
Your scream is stifled immediately as you swallow it, as you watch your mother's hand kind of grip the ground, and the other one grips, and she begins to push up
Fire.
as soot and timbers begin to tumble off her back. Her face gaunt, pulled tight, bluish skin with these pinprick blue eyes as she stares at you and looks you directly in the eyes and says, "My son." And that's where we're going to end the session for this evening.
But what happens? I'm not even there for the next one. How are we going to continue it? Oh. Oh, man.
That's
We
good.
got 20 minutes.
I'm going to say I
kill these guys.
miscalculated a bit on this one.
Yeah.
I'm not
So-
mad because I'm freezing and I cannot
I
wait to
cou-
go get my hoodie.
First of
I was
all,
looking at you going,
Oh,
I'm freezing,
come
and I
on.
got long sleeves on.
we can't. Yeah, it's cold in here, which is perfect for Ravenloft.
Right, yeah,
We
yeah.
can't go any further because jumping into combat now is going to be
Oh,
the
yeah,
next
for
3
sure.
hours. So,
Yeah.
and let me say that this module is from the Beetle and Grimm
It's
It's
awesome.
so
Van
good.
Richten
It's
box.
awesome.
And it was
It's
written
so
by Bill.
Good.
Yeah.
No pressure running
So
his
good.
module.
So good.
Looking over at him like, am I getting this
The
right?
horse corpse not being burned, coming
Oh
back
yeah, we
is
messed
just
up.
Yeah,
just
it's
chef's
so good.
kiss.
So good.
So, if
Thank
you
you
want to
very
see
much.
more of this module, check out Van Richten's guide to Ravenloft. It's an incredible box set from Beetle
Oh,
and
it's
Grimm.
such a pretty
BeetleandGrimm.com.
box
So
set.
for you guys
Oh, my
watching,
So
goodness.
wonderful.
Yeah, my God. Let's do so. Let's get this so we can do the rest of our
Yes,
upkeeping. So
yes,
if you
yes.
are watching from RealmSmith TV, hop on over to 6 Sides of Gaming, our channel there, and you can. There's an enter to win the contest there. Just click the message and enter to win for this dice. We'll talk for a few minutes, and then we'll come back and we'll do the draw to see how many people have entered. And Adrian will do his thingamajigger over there and find out through the randomization chart who wins. We'll do a D100 or whatever. But until then, let's go back and talk about this module.
Yes.
Wowzers!
Yeah,
Wowzers!
that's dark.
It's
That is
good.
dark.
It's good stuff.
I've added some. I've taken some artistic
No, it's
privilege
good.
over some of the
It's- I
dark.
just- yeah,
I
It was
mean,
great. It was great
but
stuff.
good.
It was fantastic.
Yeah.
The whole thing speaks
Good.
to my heart, my
Yeah.
soul. It hits me where I love it. I need more of it.
Good.
It
Good.
definitely feels like Ravenloft. I haven't been in Ravenloft as a D&D player since before Skills and Powers came out. That's how long it's been since I
Wow.
played in Ravenloft.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, so for me to be, you really captured captured the feel of being back. So yeah, it was incredible.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh, just-
And you
Well-
guys as players, I mean, wow.
Yeah, wherever
humbled.
we are again, at the next show, we will
Yeah.
We'll have to
absolutely.
play
Yeah.
this.
Oh,
Yeah.
can we
Do part
actually?
two.
Yeah.
PAX
Absolutely.
Unplugged. PAX
Are
Unplugged.
you guys at PAX? No.
I am not.
Lisa.
I'm not
don't know
either.
about PAX.
Gary Con?
Gary Con.
I mean,
Gary
Anyone?
Con?
Gary
Well, I could be convinced to go. I don't know about the rest of the team,
Let's
but
convince you.
I
Persuasion.
guess.
Let's
I
go.
mean,
could-
I
we
want
could
to go to.
make
I
it-
need to talk to Luke's, but I think I'll go to Gary Con. Yeah.
We should do it at Gary Con.
All
That
right.
is perfect.
That would be
I would do
super
that at
fun.
Gary Con.
That would be super
Natural
fun.
20 on my persuasion. You're coming.
Yeah,
Gary
I'm
Con.
going to
yeah.
Gary Con. I'm going to Gary Con.
Awesome. Okay, each one of you, where can people find you? What are you guys doing at the show? All that kind of stuff. Let's start over here this time, and we'll go this way.
Hi, I'm Dustin Fletcher. You can find me on all socials at D4 Dustin F. You can also find me every Sundays at 4 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Eastern time on twitch.tv/rockpunchatl for D4. We are a Forgotten Realms based, as true to canon as we can be. But we are also a horror show, a tragic horror, a gothic horror, and cosmic horror. All the horrors, we put them through everything. But a lot of
horrors.
cosmic
Equal
horror.
opportunity
He loves the
horror.
horror.
Lot of cosmic, lot of far realm stuff. So a lot of that, yeah, just fun. Body horror, it's great, good stuff. But other than that, you can find me this Monday for the finale of Day of Destiny, the Power Rangers actual RPG actual play,
Wow.
on Play Renegades Twitch channel, Renegade Game Studios, and yeah, and that's me.
Yay. Oh, we're going clockwise? Clockwise. Tommy here for Six Sides of Gaming. You can find me over at Six Sides of Gaming, twitch.tv/Six Sides of Gaming. That's 6 sides. And just in case you hadn't figured that out yet. And we stream multiple times throughout the week and stuff. We have a bi-weekly or alternating on Thursday nights, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We do Call of Cthulhu. Very horror-oriented, very much. And then on the opposite weeks, we do the official Shadowrun stream for Catalyst Game Labs, canonical Shadowrun stuff. You got to watch the shenanigans take place then. And we run D&D on Sundays as well. Not to compete with the time, though. Go check them out. We also run one at 12 p.m. Afternoon. That's right. It's late. We have a series of games set in this Legacy of Mana universe. So if you like the kind of cool time tricks and things we were trying to pull off here, you get a chance to see the unique universe there. And we have 4 games of D&D, but we alternate every Sunday, so you get to see all the different games and other stuff too.
Other stuff. Awesome. Bill?
Awesome. So I am not on social anywhere, so you can find me by writing a letter.
Messenger pigeon would work as well.
Postal
Smoke
service.
signals.
Yes. Any of those
The
things.
spell message.
Flares, if in the area that you live. Yeah.
Good old
I'm very old and close
ride
to
on your
that,
banana
so-
seat bike and
What's
knock on the
what's
door.
Beal and Grim?
Yeah, but Beetle and Grimm's is we're on Twitter and Instagram and probably other things. So this weekend we announced that we are doing a silver edition of the Wizards of the Coast Fizzband's Treasury of Dragons.
Wow.
And we are very, very excited to announce that. So that's great. We also just recently announced our first box edition for Paizo for Absalom. So
Awesome.
please come check those things out. Fizzbands is 10% off this weekend only in celebration of Gamehole Con.
I see a sale
So
coming right away.
take
Our
your-
DM Devin.
Take your opportunity there.
Yeah, fantastic. Wow, thank you.
Thank you
I
very
forgot to
much.
show this too. This is the art
Oh, is that her?
for,
Oh, yeah.
for Bright Eyes.
That's my girl.
She's looking a little Rocky Horror Picture Show, eh?
Yeah, right.
Love it.
It's fantastic.
Well, Bill, thank you. You can take this back.
Oh, yeah.
now.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
I had to borrow because I didn't bring mine.
we cannibalized the show
Yeah.
copy
Yeah.
from the booth.
Yeah.
But,
Wow.
Yeah, Elisa.
I'm Elisa Teague. You can find me on the interwebs at Geeky Pinup, basically everywhere, or the Elisa Teague on Facebook. And I'm senior producer of RPGs over at Renegade Game Studios, and we have a bunch of our brand new RPGs up on our web store for pre-order, including G.I. Joe, Transformers, Power Rangers,
good.
RPGs. All the core rulebooks are coming very soon, and we have a bunch of new Vampire the Masquerade stuff coming out. Additionally, I am a game designer. I have a bunch of board games out there, and also if you like puzzles in your games, I'm a puzzle writer. You can pick up a copy of D&D's Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. I wrote the whole puzzle section in there.
Wow.
And yeah, I do a lot of things, so find me And write to me, tweet to me. I will try to tweet you back once I have my phone back.
Oh, yeah.
I have no phone.
If ever.
If ever.
If ever.
If
I can
Uber
be like
driver,
you.
if you're watching.
Yeah.
You
Uber driver.
better-
Bring back
Bring me
that
my phone back.
Come on now.
And I am Jason Azevedo from RealmSmith. We do have our Into the Mist every Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern. Episode 12 is this Monday if I get back from the States. Unlike
We'll
Gen
get
Con.
back. We'll get back.
It's
Oh, you're
always
flying
fun.
back.
Yeah, I'm flying back.
Yeah, well, we're driving
we'll
back.
see. We'll see how that goes. But you can check us out there. We also just announced Champions of the Realm, which is a tournament-style combat show sponsored by D&D and Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. We're very excited, and we've been announcing all of the players. So far, it's been Matt Lillard as Beetle, Nora Ibrahim as Esmeralda, because she plays Esmeralda in our Into the Mist. And she's kind of become the Esmeralda, which is great. And then Critical Bard Omega Jones is playing Human, which is 3
He's
kobolds.
playing Human.
Yeah. 3 kobolds in a trench coat, which is brilliant. We have some really big announcements for the rest of the cast coming out in the next while. We're super excited about it, so stay tuned for more information on that. And now that you are all in our RealmSmith universe, you can all now come play
Hey.
on stream, which would be great. I'd love to
And
have
I
you
only live
guys.
45 minutes away from you, or there might even be a
Yes.
chance we'll be out of the same studio soon. So
Monday.
we'll just play. Yeah.
What are you doing Monday?
I'm driving. Oh no, I'm back. We're driving Sunday.
No,
yeah.
you're currently in Falconovia, so.
Hey.
Falconovia. Okay, all right.
let's
Thank you.
let's do this dice thing.
Yes. Oh,
All right,
yes.
Adrian, what do we got? What's my number for the roll? D12. Okay, I'm gonna roll D12. You got a 6. Who wins?
Oh, that's
Vixen
one of
4
our
5
rollers.
All right,
Yay,
Vixen 4 5
Vixen.
We do lots of giveaways and stuff on 6 sides. So Vixen 450, message us, Whisper, I think is what it's called on Twitch.
Yeah.
Your information, so we know where to send these dice to you. Compliments of Norse Foundry, who you use their dice, and so do I
Right here.
tonight. Yeah.
Every week.
Compliments of Norse Foundry, those dice, and we are coming back here tomorrow for Actoroke. And then we were doing more Legacy of Mana with you and Jameson Stone. And then on Sunday, we're here playing Red Opera with Jameson Stone and Satine Phoenix. And we'll be giving away this set of dice. Very, very Satine-ish. This set of dice on that stream as well. So please come check us out. Here, thank you, Gamehole Con. Thank you to these lovely, wonderful guests.
Thank you.
And,
thank you for running
thank
that
you.
game.
Yeah, that was
Incredible.
awesome.
Thank you.
So
Thank
much
you.
fun.
Thank
So
you.
much
You did
fun.
a wonderful job.
This is your stream. You can sign out.
See you guys. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Yay, bye.